Season 3 certainly began with a bang here in the Raiders franchise. We had quite the first two games against our division rival Broncos and Chiefs. One of the biggest storylines to come out of this game is the turnover issues that we are currently having on offense. We currently sit, unsurprisingly, with the worst turnover differential in the NFL at -6. We have 6 giveaways on offense and 0 takeaways on defense. And 4 of those turnovers come from quarterback Dale Burton with interceptions. Now, I will say that one of the interceptions 100% is not my fault. I think EA needs to look into why the X button on RPOs also applies when you're somehow past the line of scrimmage. And the other one I would say is maybe a 50-50 on the interception to Nick Benito on a mid-screen, but the other two absolutely were my fault. And then we've had some fumbling issues, Ashton Genty with a key fumble, and we've had 2 key turnovers before halftime when we were in prime position to get points, making our lives a lot harder than it had to be. Now, we did squeak out a win against Kansas City in week 2, which makes me feel a lot better heading into this episode. We're going to play Cleveland in week 3 and then go right back on the road to play against Kansas City and the season series against the Chiefs. Anyone who has paid attention to the analytics side of football knows that starting 0-2 is bad news in the NFL. So us being able to start at 1-1 makes me feel a lot better. What also makes me feel a lot better is that we get to play the Browns once again. We played them last year and it was kind of a disaster for Cleveland, and it all really starts with their quarterback. Shedeur Sanders is back here for some reason, the 3rd year in a row as the starting quarterback. The fact that they have not been able to figure out the quarterback position is really just holding them back. Shedeur has developed to the point where I think he's a quality backup, but there's no improvement here in his career stats. In fact, he's actually only gotten worse. He threw 2 interceptions in our game against them last year. I think that he's still very turnover prone. I would not expect for this to change. They do have a very interesting ground game with Quinshon Judkins. The wide receiver room, though, it's still not very good. They did add Tyquan Thornton from their team that they had last year, but this group here, Jerry Jeudy is not a quality wide receiver one. Darrell Jennings is fine, but they lack that kind of deep speed that a team like Kansas City has. They're pressable. They're not really going to beat you with their route running. Their only main receiving threat is David Njoku, now in year 11, and he is starting to slow down a little bit, but he's still got great speed, great hands. We really struggle to cover these tight ends, and they have a plan after him, not in Harold Fandon, but in rookie Josh Velasco. In real life, Cleveland has a lot of turnover happening on their offensive line currently, and the Browns, they've really tried to invest in this offensive line. They took Mike Studebaker first overall in this year's draft. He looks to be a slam dunk pick. He is an elite pass protector already at this point. They have Paul Peak from last year, so they have 2 tackles that look really, really solid. They have Jermaine Allen, who was a rookie last season, who is a very solid left guard. And then they also drafted rookie center Rich Mayer, who comes in at an 80 overall. Now, he is injured, so we're going to see Garrett Bradbury starting at center, which I think may traumatize Vikings fans a little bit. It probably is going to be a big nose tackle game because Bradbury does not handle power all that well. The right side of the O-line is more veteran heavy with Wyatt Teller and then Colton McKivitz. The only hope really for Cleveland lies with this defense, and it is amazing. It starts obviously with Myles Garrett, but they do have Lamar Skinner on the other side. He was their 1st round pick last year. He's a full finesse rusher. He doesn't really do much else. He's a normal dev guy, but as your number 2 edge when your other guy is the best defensive end of this century, I'm pretty confident in saying that about Myles Garrett. It's okay. In the middle, Mason Graham is an absolute wrecker against the run. They have Mike Hall taking over the position from Malik Collins, but plays a very, very similar role. I think he can definitely be exploited in the run game, but this team is tough to run on, especially taking a look at these linebackers, led first up by Carson Schlesinger, and then the combo of Devin Bush and Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. This secondary is actually pretty darn good. It starts with Denzel Ward, then they have Tyson Campbell, and then Rodney Ryans, who was a rookie last year. We saw him for one play where he got absolutely toasted by Brock Bowers, and that was pretty much it. But he's now developed to an 81 overall. It's a really, really solid secondary here at the corner spot. And then at safety, Ronnie Hickman, he's fine, but pretty slow. That 86 speed definitely does stand out to me, so I think that's something we're going to try and take advantage of. But I do like our matchups against the safeties. I think that we could try and run a little bit inside against Mike Hall, but overall this defense is what I expect to keep Cleveland in the game if it is going to happen. Dale Burton currently leads the NFL in passing yards, but that's not really the world I want to live in. Instead, I feel like we've been forced out of our game script in both of our games due to our turnover problems, where we've had to start passing to get back into it. I'm hoping that this game against Cleveland can be that first opportunity where we can really lean on the run game, lean on Ashton Jeanty to do what he does best. Defense gets to take the field first. Cleveland's going to come out with 3 tight ends, and we're going to straight up match them. I want to go with an odd front this week. I think it's our best chance here to get Tommy Donaldson against Garrett Bradbury. I think it's a really good matchup for us. Under center is Shedeur Sanders. Judkins in the backfield. Shedeur will hand it off to Judkins, and there is Tommy Donaldson making the tackle for only a gain of 1. If we can keep him matched up against Bradbury, I think this could be a huge win for us. Second down, I am fully comfortable with running Stubby this week. I think that both Porter and Carey can handle running press man. Shedeur throws over the head of the wide receiver there. The accuracy still just proves to be such a problem for Shedeur Sanders, and we're going to get a 3-by-1 formation here for third down. I think we'll just go with cover 6. And we can go ahead and press Wallace here. Shift the linebackers right, get them lined up a little bit more. Sanders to throw. He has time. It's going to run out now. Throws underneath. It's caught by Judy, and he's going to get the first down. I sent Chauncey Cherry after Sanders because they sent every single route away from him, and I just felt like that we were not going to be able to catch Sanders if he stepped up to throw. So that's kind of on me, I would say. 3 tight ends on the field again. They're running outside zone with Quinshawn Judkins. He bounces off of Darian Porter, but Brendan Mays is able to run the alley and make the tackle. I'm going to go ahead and just keep on sticking in this odd front until they give me any reason to get out of it. And they're going to run outside zone again. Nope, play fake. Sanders in trouble. He almost gets sacked by, I believe that was Malachi Moore off the slot blitz, but he wisely is able to get rid of the ball. But now 3rd and long. And again, I think now I want to send some more pressure. I think Sanders struggles against pressure. This time it's going to be CJ Hicks coming off of the slot to the right. Sanders to throw. All the routes are short. There is Hicks. He gets his first career sack on the slot blitz. It took a while, but they ran some really terrible routes. All of them were short of the sticks. We got the matching principles in Hicks. We almost got him on a nice slot blitz against the Broncos. Now we get it against Cleveland. And this is pretty much textbook Deuce Reed here. Everyone able to match to their man really, really quick and easily. Quinshawn Judkins is the only guy open, but Sanders, he has to get all the way back across the field here to make that read. And even if we do, I think we'll be able to make the tackle. Nice job by CJ Hicks just running that corner. Bit of an inefficient route to the quarterback, but he's able to bring down Sanders. Excellent start for the defense. Let's see how the offense can do. Hoping to see if maybe the reduced pressure from going against a pretty poor offense can help us out a little bit here. Try and work some things out, see what we can do here. I have trap called up for the very first play. We're going to try and trap Mike Hall. Big block here. JPJ against Mason Graham. Can we get it? We're going to hand it off to Genty. We get that block. A broken tackle for Ashton. He's able to get 9. 2nd down and 1. This is prime situation to go ahead and take a shot. We're going to play action, fake this, keep everyone into block, and we're going to be looking deep here. Burton to throw. It's not there. We'll just throw it to Josh Mann, but it's knocked out by Grant Delpit. 3rd down and 1, though. So I feel pretty comfortable in just coming out here and handing the ball off to Jack Westover. We'll go right at the middle. Mike Hall, he looks really skinny there at 3 technique. We're going to run right at him and see if they can stop it. Hand it off. Westover. Garrett meets him in the hole, and then Swessinger there also. Man, I'm going for this. I'm going for it. You're not going to stop me here. Cleveland bringing everyone up here, so we're going to give ourselves a couple of options. We're going to read the edge here, see if we need to pull it. We are going to. Burton, we got the 1st down. You're definitely not throwing the ball here, Dale. You're going to slide down, gain of 21, and I want to go fast. I want to get right back to the line here. We're going to get into another shot play. Looks like we have quarters. So I'm thinking probably Trey Tucker off this throw. No, we got rotation down. We're going to hit the access throw. Hit Trey Tucker, makes the catch at the 17. Tyson Campbell with tight coverage. They went man-to-man there. Didn't matter. Great job by Tucker. And my game plan from last year was pretty much, we're not going to run at Myles Garrett. We are not going to block him or assign a lot of resources to him if we just don't have to. Instead, we'll keep running right at Mike Hall. Ashton Genty able to get right up to the marker. Hall against Steve Holloway might be one of just the biggest mismatches that you're going to see. 2nd and inches again. If we don't have to block Myles Garrett, we will not. We're going to hand it off to Trey Tucker, going all the way around. Tucker gets the 1st down, and he's down to the 2-yard line. Nice job. We just leave Garrett alone. We brought the tight end back across to help lead for us, and now we got a very good 1st and goal opportunity. And here we go with the first Wildcat look of the year. This is Savion Williams in at quarterback. He'll fake it to Ray Davis and go right up the middle for a touchdown. This is something that I'm going to be whipping out occasionally. So Williams, really fascinating case. He was a wide receiver at TCU, but he played a lot of Wildcat quarterback. He got cut by the Packers in this preseason. So we picked him up, and he is our gadget player. He will primarily be playing as a Wildcat quarterback. That's what he'll be doing. We will give him jet sweeps. We will let him throw the ball a little bit. Kind of just do whatever we want him to do. But he runs this in. Great blocking by the offensive line. Right now, Cleveland's front, especially Mike Hall in the middle. I mean, just such a weak link there. They're not able to handle us. AJ Marks actually kicked the ball out of the end zone on this kickoff. So Cleveland's going to start at the 35. Going under center with a bunch look. We're going to go quarter half to it. We'll box a bunch on the front side. Shadur going to pitch it out to Judkins. Nice job by Alohi Gilman running that alley. And then Glenn Ramsey fighting through traffic to help make the tackle. If we're able to defend the run this easily and just force Cleveland into these really tough passing situations, it's going to be a really long day for them. Play fake for Sanders. He's going to boot right, hit Judkins. He's got him. That's close to a 1st down. Good tackle by Matthias, though. We need to shift over here a little bit. Hand off to Judkins, going left side. He's got the 1st down into Raider territory. Big run. They went away from Chauncey Cherry in the blitz. And now they've got something going here. Can they capitalize? It's a handoff on 1st down. Judkins, he meets Donaldson in the hole and then gets taken down. Nice job by Tommy here. 2nd and 8, bunch look. Sanders, they're going to throw. He has time, looks, throws, and there is Daryl Jennings. Just pulls away from Terrell Carey. Gilman not able to keep up. Best drive of the day going now here for Cleveland. Tight end flex, so we're going to go ahead and go with our Willie check. They're going to screen it out to Judkins, and Drew Sanders right there to make the tackle. He plays some edge in that front for that reason, so he can play man-to-man on some running backs. It's a TFL for a loss of 4. and more trips. I've been going stubby so far. We have the matchup at corner that I think we can win in press. We're going to keep on doing it. Sanders to throw on second down. Has time. He's just taking a shot down the field. Oh, it's caught! And that is a touchdown for Cleveland. It's Tyquan Thornton. Shedeur just threw it up, and CJ Hicks not able to keep up down the field. Got hit by Donaldson. That's a duck. I think so many things had to go right on that drive for Cleveland. I'm not worried about it. Offense back on the field for their next possession. I mean, they just don't have enough guys. There's not enough guys out here. We're going to read the slot, though. We'll see what the slot does here. We might have this bubble to Parker Griffin. We do. We'll rip it to him. Get a block from Trey Tucker. Oh, it's a big hit from Grant Delpit. We'll still take 4. It's basically a run there. And 4 yards on first down on a run. That is plenty good enough for me. 3rd down and 1 coming up here. I am going to run toss. We're going to try and get Darnell Washington to seal the edge here against Grant Delpit. And then Jack Westover's got to make 1 block for me here. A little bit of a hard count. We're going to pitch it out. Genty got to get to the corner. JOK chasing him, and he brings him down behind the lines. A loss of 3. But honestly, again, guys, I really think that our best opportunity here is to go for this. 4th and 3, right about at midfield. We got single high, so spot cons is where I want to go, but we also have the option route to Parker Griffin. And he just sits. We'll take the first down. All right. Motion Griffin in here. We're going to go ahead and play action boot this. Looking for Griffin. He's not going to be there, but we get a block, and Burton going to run. Takes a hit, but gets the first down. We've been using him a little bit more as a scrambler in this season. I do like it. I think that he has the speed to be a scrambler. So why not start using him a little bit more like it? This right here, this should be a throw to Ray Davis, provided the slot doesn't attack down on him. It is. We get a great block from Parker Griffin. Look at that. Davis pulling away from Myles Garrett down to the 1-yard line. Look at the A run blocking rating coming in handy for Parker Griffin, just absolutely sealing the edge and letting Ray Davis run free. Look at that block. You know, I liked Parker Griffin for a number of reasons in the draft, but the A run blocking was certainly one of those reasons. Look at how long he holds this. To get this kind of blocking out of your wide receivers is awesome. And Denzel Ward, he's not the most willing tackler, so he's run a little bit of an S curve, right? Get that bad pursuit angle, then bounce right outside. Look at how long Griffin holds that block. I mean, that is a block that gets you shouted out in the film room. It's the half-yard line. We are just going to go ahead, sneak it with Dale Burton, and he is in for a Raider touchdown. 2nd time punching it in from the goal line. This time, it's number 15. I think I learned from that last drive that the best thing we can do against Shedeur Sanders is blitz him. If we drop back in coverage, that's where we kind of even things up. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to keep the pressure on Sanders and see if he can handle our blitzes. 1st down, we're coming out here, a little bit of fire zone, nothing too crazy, but 3 tight ends again for Cleveland. They're going to give it to Quinshon Judkins. That's a big running lane. He's able to pick up 8. We got to be able to stop the run to force them into those passing situations first, though. We can't let them have these very short manageables. 3rd and 1. We're going to go ahead and we're going to blitz out of base. It's going to be a handoff to Judkins. Cherry meets him there, and he's got the first down. Cherry and Matias, they tried, but just a little bit too short of a distance for Judkins to pick it up easily. Play fake for Sanders on 1st down. He has time, throws over the middle. It's caught. Tyquan Thornton pulling away from CJ Hicks once again. And we've noticed that Hicks has had some problems with dealing with some deep speed. It's definitely something that I'm starting to notice more and more. Outside zone here to Judkins. He's able to make it to about the 42 before Gilman brings him down. Well, we're going to try and help Hicks out a little bit here. We're going to blitz him on third down instead. Sanders has time, throws underneath, it's caught, but Terrell Carey is right there blanketing the wide receiver Gutierrez. It'll be 4th and 5 from the 41. Let's see what Cleveland does. They're going to keep the offense on the field. I understand why, but they're going trips and they're going to flex out the tight end. So we'll go Stubby in this situation. Cherry's in the box. We'll press down on Njoku. It is a pass. Shador, he has time, throws over the middle. It is caught by Daryl Jennings. He had Darian Porter all over him. And that's been a theme of the wide receivers we're going against. They're able to make really tough catches against us. Browns moving here again. 2 tight ends on the field. They'll hand it off to Judkins. The run game not producing a lot. Only 34 yards on 10 carries right now. So you gotta think, man, like we're putting them in these situations where they're very, very one-dimensional. We gotta be able to maybe get to Sanders and stop their passing attack from killing us right now. Throwing again on second down. Sanders, he has time. Now he's going to run. He's able to pull away from our defense. Pass rush not doing their job. We have everything covered, but Sanders still able to make something out of nothing. We're going to go man here again. We're going to spy one of the linebackers this time to help take care of Sanders as a scrambler. He has time. Looking. It's running out. In trouble. Down he goes. It's Glenn Ramsey. The first-round pick gets his 3rd career sack. He might have split that one with Brendan Mays, but the coverage sacks are probably going to be where we win. I might need to start stunting it up a little bit more. That is the 2-minute warning. Cleveland going to come out now. First play of the 2-minute drill with a bunch. Look, we're stunting it up a little bit here. Sanders, he's in trouble. Rolling. Yeah, you're in real trouble now. Derek Hall gets there. He has to throw the ball away. That's exactly what we wanted him to do, was roll out left. That's how we set the stunt up this time. And we get 3rd down and very, very long. And in this situation, we're going to play passive. We're going to play the sticks. Now, I'm only concerned about a screen pass going all the way for a touchdown like it did against Denver. This time, though, Sanders, he's looking to throw in trouble, really in trouble. Down he goes, taken down by Derek Hall. We protected the sticks there, just playing a soft cover 2. In that kind of a long situation, there's not much you can do. They just sent everyone down the field. Nothing was there, and the D-line got home. Oh, are you kidding me? No! No way did we just run into the kicker. You're kidding me. And that's going to be a 1st down for Cleveland. Mekhi Blackman. You've got to be kidding me. Derek Hall tries to be a hero, dives through the line, and then hits Blackman into the kicker. And that's going to be an automatic 1st down for Cleveland. I cannot believe the stupidity of that. Oh my gosh. So new life now for the Browns. They hand it off to Judkins. Glenn Ramsey in the backfield for a TFL. Loss of 3. Shador to throw. He has time. We're going to send Drew Sanders after him, just lofting the ball into the corner of the end zone. It is incomplete. Okay. So crisis averted. It will be a field goal attempt again. I'm not going to rush now. All right, everyone just sit back. Don't do anything stupid, and we'll have our 2-minute drill with just a little bit less time on the clock. We've had really good 2-minute drills so far in this season, but they've gone awry due to turnovers in field goal range both times. We're looking to rectify that here right now. So we have 44 seconds and 2 timeouts. Middle of the field's open. I will check release Genty just to make sure that we're not going to have any issues with pressure. We'll slide right to help out against Myles Garrett. Here we go. So Burton, they're just dropping. They're just going to run zone drop. We'll scramble with Burton, take our 2nd timeout. So they're basically declaring, saying that they will give us a field goal if it's there. is what they're doing. So we're going to play with that. And we will take that opportunity if they're going to give it to us. So we have to work, try and stretch these zones. I want to get Trey Tucker on my access throw. I missed the read. I had Bowers on a seam. I just needed to throw it, and I didn't. So we're going to let the clock run. We'll try and set up maybe this bubble to Bowers and just see if we can get something into the realm of field goal range. We have 3rd and 9. And we know that AJ Marks has an incredibly strong leg. So anything around midfield could get us a field goal. They're backing way off here. We're just gonna run. We're gonna run with Burton. That's field goal range. That is field goal range right there. They just dropped everyone. So we stepped up and we took what we can get. We're going to get a field goal try now for the guy with the strongest leg in the NFL. You know what? And I feel pretty confident kicking a 65-yarder. He made one last week. So, Marks, AJ Cole to hold to end the first half. Full power, drills it right down the middle with room to spare. What a weapon he is. And we go into halftime up 17-10. So overall, I think we've done okay. Defense is kind of letting me down a little bit, right? I think we held our own much better when we're sending more pressure at Sanders and stunting. The second drive, I didn't really do that. I played base coverage and just rushed 4 right up the middle. Didn't work out well. That's where Sanders was able to pick us apart a little bit because our secondary just still isn't that talented. But I think we have the formula. It's send pressure, it's stunt it up, basically confuse Shedeur as much as possible, get in the face of the receivers. Let's just start doing that, right? We have a pretty equal talent advantage. Let's start using it. Offensively, I think we're fine. We ran the ball extremely well. The game plan of just find Mike Hall and run at him is pretty much that. Oh my goodness, a one-handed snag from Ladd McConkey. And he just pulls away from the Dolphins secondary, just like he did against us last year. But there's not really much more to say than that. Keep being aggressive on defense. Offense is going to be on the field first. We're going to get right back to the ground game. Just keep on picking on Mike Hall and running contests where we don't have to block Myles Garrett. All right, interestingly enough, Cleveland has gone ahead and they've started putting Garrett on the left side now. So I would love to... I can't switch to play. But we'll go ahead and motion Bowers over. They have a 6-man front, so we'll probably have to cut this inside pretty fast. Give it to Genty. That's a great job by Mike Hall. We need Steve Holloway to win that block. If he cuts him off, then we are going a long way. And we're going to run right at Mike Hall. Garrett on the right side. We'll motion Griffin out. Get the corner out. Just a little bit of window dress motion. Hand it off to Genty. Good block, Steve Holloway. Ashton Genty into the open field. Can he get around Ronnie Hickman? No, but he's out of bounds at the 29-yard line. The longest run of the year for Genty. There we go. Some kind of single high here, so we're going to go ahead and try and step up, but that pass rush gets there fast. It's Garrett, and then Mike Hall also in on the sack. Now, 3rd and 15, tough spot. I mean, we're probably not going to be able to get the first down here, but we are inside of field goal range, so a draw is probably the call, but they're bringing up a lot of guys in the box here, so we'll probably just try and pure progress this. We'll go big on big up front. Might be getting even more pressure here. Might have to get this ball out quick. Nope, just a standard rush. Try and loft it. Oh, it's almost picked off by Denzel Ward. We had to get air underneath it to get it over Devin Bush's head to try and fit it into Parker Griffin, but Burton not able to make an accurate throw. We got lucky there. But AJ Marks will come on for 51 yards out. This should be a piece of cake with the rush. Oh, it almost blocks it, but they hit him. Oh, so we've traded roughing the kicker calls. Looks like we probably have man. We might be able to get a matchup here with Genty and Griffin. Let's see. Oh, we got all kinds of pressure. Yeah, just had to dump the ball. I needed to get backside fast enough. They blitzed Ryans off the left. we had to dig to Bowers, but I just didn't get there fast enough. Okay, so attempt number 2. AJ Marks on for a short field goal. Even shorter now. He drills it. We're up by 10. Interesting to see how Cleveland's going to attack this now. They're down by 2 possessions, and with how much we're willing to blitz, I like this. They're going bunch. I am totally comfortable with blitzing them. Now we need to have someone manned up on number 3. We're going to have that be Tyree Wilson. Rush coming at Shador. He is sacked by Tommy Donaldson. I know it said I was using him. I wasn't doing anything there. That's all Tommy right there. The man coverage is working right now, and I think we probably want to keep that going. I will take Clayton, and I will basically be a spy here in the middle. Shador to throw. He has time, steps up, he throws it away. Yeah, man coverage is the way to go. He cannot handle just us getting up in their receiver's face man-to-man. So let's go ahead, stunt this up some more. Try and force him out left here. And then, yeah, we can have Cody Barton hawk him down. That's fine. I think Cody can handle that. But 3rd and 15. Sanders to throw. And time. Oh, my goodness, Derek Hall just flew in there. Wow. I mean, he's an athlete, man. That's the thing with him and Ramsey, and he just won really fast. Mike Studebaker, that's one thing. He's not a great athlete. He's a great technician, but let's take a look here. The stunt, yeah, we're trying to basically force Shador to roll out left and then send Barton after him, but Hall just wins so fast. It's how he won against Josh Simmons to end the game last week against KC. I mean, that's nice. So Jack Browning now punting from his own end zone. We're not rushing. I've learned my lesson from earlier in this game. Instead, Tyree Irwin will field the ball right around midfield, and we will get taken down at the 40. So we're basically already in field goal range. And I honestly think I've tried being maybe a little bit too aggressive with taking my shots in this game. So I think I'm going to actually play this a little bit conservatively. We'll just lean on the ground game, give it to Genty a couple times. Look at the running lanes for Ashton Genty down to the 28. Not even touched until he got the first down. Now we will go play fake, though. Wide open is Josh Mann. He makes a nice catch. No one even covered him. Down inside the 8. Cover 2 hard flat. Yeah, we had a flat route from Genty to take care of that. That was easy. Really weak interior here. Schlesinger walked up into the box. We should be able to get some blocks here. Give it to Ray Davis. Great job, Jack Westover. And Davis walks it in. Up by 3 scores now, pending the extra point. Davis getting it done in relief of Genty. Cleveland is going to stick with 3 tight ends on the field. I'm kind of surprised that they're even still trying this at this point. Hand it off to Judkins. Just able to try and make something. He gets 5, which is great. But we're up by 3 scores, man. I don't think that running the ball is really what's going to get them back in this game. Well, we have a stack look. We'll go ahead and play Pounder. Cody Barton's on the field, so we have a spy available for us. Shador to throw over the middle. He's got Daryl Jennings. He pulls away, and the Browns are in to Raider territory. Seeing Cody Barton's face in there just reminded me it was time to reset my linebacker depth chart because EA still loves to change that. But first down, setting up a screen out here to Judkins. Nice job by Ramsey. Bad angle by me. Judkins stiff arms Terrell Carey, and he picks up the first down. They got a big play. We got to focus up and make sure they don't get anything more. We have a quads look, so I want to go ahead, stunt things up, see if we can free up Derek Hall on another rush maybe. We'll go 5 over 3 to the quad set here. Shador to throw. He has time, taking a shot down the middle of the field. It's caught by Jerry Jeudy for a touchdown. All right, what happened here? Because that took a very long time to open up, but once it did, it was there. No pass rush whatsoever. And it was a Loie Gilman all alone on Jeudy. We'll have to take a look. Yeah, so I don't really fully know what happened here, because we were in great position. Porter's in great position on Jeudy until he just triggers downhill on Quinshon Judkins running a flat. And then Gilman, he gets split here by the corner and the post, and this is just bad, right? So this isn't on Gilman, this is on Porter. I don't know what he was thinking, because we have a man responsible for the flat route, but Cleveland scores, is back to a 10-point game. Double threes and a walked-up linebacker again for Cleveland here. We're going to give it to Genty. Nice job, Jackson Powers Johnson, handling Swessinger in the middle. Easy, easy running. Genty averaging nearly 10 yards per carry. And I am going to take my shot here. I'm going to put man on a wheel. It's not exactly the wheel that I want, but it's the wheel that we're going to get. So play fake for Burton, has to go away from Garrett, but we hit Brock Bowers on the out route against Rodney Ryans. That's a good matchup for us. Get the first down. 2nd and 8, going play fake, setting up a screen. Josh Mann, he's got the first down and more. Gets hit out of bounds by Grant Delpit, but we got Myles Garrett to rush right up the field. It's exactly what I wanted him to do. He got overzealous. He wanted to make a play, and we just didn't even have to block him. It's exactly what I want. I would really, really like to not have to kick a field goal. I want this to remain a 3-score game. I want a touchdown here. We have single high. No movement from Cleveland. We'll motion Genty. He's just running a flog route. We're not looking for him in the progression. We'll go ahead, hit Brock Bowers. There we go. First down, Brock Bowers, down inside the 5 to the 3. There we go. Let's go ahead, get Genty out. That's exactly what we're doing here. Lots of defenders up in the box here. We're going to go ahead, try and get this flat out to Bowers. Yep, it's there. It's there. We don't get a block from Trey Tucker. Oh, we could have walked in if we got anything from Tucker there. Here we go. Big situation. I want to motion man out. I want to read Garrett. We're not going to get Garrett on the read, but we're going to run some speed option. We're going to go ahead, pitch it. Genty. All right, untouched. Easy. Easy. Speed option on the goal line is one of my favorite plays to call. And you see why it works right there. The whole defense just crashes in the middle. They see the quarterback running. Just flip it out. Easy, easy pitch. Don't have to do anything crazy. Burton does take a hit, but sacrifices himself so Genty can get in. Back to a 17-point game. This is what I'm talking about. Much, much better situation for us to be in, as opposed to it being a 1-score game. But we're expecting pass now from Shador and the Browns. He's going to throw over the middle. Broken up by Chauncey Cherry. Excellent work by the rookie linebacker in coverage. Tried to throw short against the blitz. Did not work. Passing again on 2nd down. Throwing. It is caught by Daryl Jennings. Just able to hang on through the man coverage. All these teams, they're just not dropping the ball against us. We have not been able to get many at all pass breakups. They've been catching everything close. Trips look here. Sanders, he's stepping up, gonna just chuck it down the field, overthrowing the tight end once again. More pressure from Derek Hall. He's been a busy man today. Green dog this with Alohi Gilman. They block Judkins. They don't block the blitzing defender. Alohi Gilman, bad throw from Sanders. Hicks got toasted, but it's all right. That's why we send the pressure. 4th and 10 upcoming. Kevin Stefanski is losing his mind. We're going to go ahead and send some more pressure. But we're going to go ahead. David Njoku actually on the field now. 4th and 10. Mugging the line. Only going to rush 4, though. Sanders going to throw. It is caught by Daryl Jennings. Dude, carries all over him. Like, this press coverage against Daryl Jennings, Terrell carries all over him. He doesn't even get his hands up. I don't know, man. Carey's been kind of disappointing, honestly. I would have expected a little bit more from him after his year to develop. 2nd and 5, Shador to throw. He's taking his shot down the field, looking for his man. He's got it. It's a touchdown. Chauncey Cherry in coverage against... Is that Isaiah Bond? Oh my God, it is. That's on me. That's my fault. I bit on the dig.
with Clayton. You see right here, I mean, carries and man coverage. I bite on the dig. Big kickoff return from Braylon Allen, of all people, has us at midfield. And really now, guys, this is just a situation where we need to run out the clock. Cleveland, they're doing enough on offense to keep me worried. So we just need to take the clock out. Now we have no cover down on Brock Bowers. So we're just going to swing this ball out here, get what we can. And we can't break a tackle, man. Bowers has not been the after the catch problem that he was last season. A little bit concerning for me, honestly, but it looks like we got cover 2 here. So I probably want to work my option to my flat. We'll hit Genty. He gets up the field, takes a couple hits, but he gains 5. We're almost in field goal range, so I feel pretty good if we have to kick. But I would rather just get the first down right here, right now. We have lots of room to run outside zone here. This left side, probably cut inside of Brock Bowers' block. Good job, Steve Holloway. Eat that hit from Devin Bush. Ashton Genty taking some punishing contact. As Browns defense can certainly hit, but Genty, he hits back, picks up the first down. We're going to be inside of 3 minutes now. We can start bleeding the clock, start covering the ball, and we can get ahead and get ourselves out of here. Cleveland taking their timeouts now. They're starting to get pretty desperate if they're going to have any chance to get back in the game. We're just going to keep on handing the ball off to Genty, covering the ball when we can. He picks up 5. Another timeout taken by Cleveland. First down here will likely do it. And that is exactly what we will get. Ashton Genty just takes over this game. We run the ball to win. Genty definitely did enough. Let's go ahead, get him out. He does not need to be in any longer. We can probably just kneel it out, honestly. I don't know why I called a play. We'll run it with Ray Davis once, and we'll start kneeling after the 2-minute warning. We kneel the ball out. There's just under 40 seconds. We have AJ Marks on to kick. We're just going to try and boot this thing through here really smooth, not get it blocked. There we go. We're up 37-24. We'll go back on and play a little bit more defense, try and shut down Shedeur Sanders, and then get out of here. And the final play ends with another sack for Glenn Ramsey. Well, there's still a little bit of time left. We got to kneel this ball out. But that's another sack for Ramsey. Pass rush really got after Shedeur Sanders today. Lots of sacks. I mean, probably like 5. So the pass rush has definitely done their job. Secondary, not so much. But Burton will be on. We'll take one more kneel down, and we will get out of here, improving to 2-1 ahead of our second matchup against Kansas City. A very interesting game. It felt like we were in control pretty much the entire time. Really, after the whole debacle with the running into the kicker on our side, we really just felt like we were in control. It didn't really even matter to me that Shedeur threw 3 touchdowns because we just stayed up by multiple possessions the entire game. We did a very good job against Quinshon Judkins in their ground game, which was pretty much the entire game plan for Cleveland if they were going to win. Held them to under 3 yards per carry. Meanwhile, for us, Ashton Genty ran for 118 yards. Burton added 58. We had 4 rushing touchdowns, which was excellent. We didn't have to throw the ball a lot because we just ran the ball so well. I will say, very impressed by Daryl Jennings. He was able to haul in a number of impressive catches against us, and the one concern that I have is the amount of explosive plays that Cleveland was able to get in the passing game. Our pass defense was not good this game. The run defense was excellent. 3 TFLs for Glenn Ramsey, 2 for Derek Hall. The linebackers and D-line were in on it, and we did end up with 5 sacks, but the secondary really has been disappointing so far. Only 2 PBUs. One of them was from Chauncey Cherry on a play where I was usering him. So the secondary really needs to step it up. I didn't think the loss of Eric Stokes would be so impactful, but the rest of the secondary is exactly the same. So apparently Eric Stokes was the missing link. CJ Hicks has had a little bit of a rough start to his NFL career. He's been getting burned a little bit in the slot, but when I look at his ratings, I see a very smart player, very heady. He's not going to win with his athleticism, but he'll win with his football IQ. We're going to go ahead and give him an upgrade into the slot archetype, try and get those ratings up a little bit here. He gets up to a 79 overall with plus 3-man coverage. That will certainly help him out a little bit. You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me that this storyline is still here. Well, guys, I guess we're going to go talk to Drew Sanders again. I'll let you know if anything changes. Look who it is. It's Drew Sanders once again. What do we want to do this time, guys? Do we want to have him focus on development or get up to speed quickly? We've done get up to speed quickly twice. I guess we may as well go ahead and do focus on your development twice. I don't know why this is happening. And ahead of this game against Kansas City, I'm actually going to go ahead and buy this big back ability because I am sick and tired of these linebackers for Kansas City absolutely detonating us in the running game. They are hitting us so hard. So I'm going to just try and see if we can limit the hit sticks here. And we got a couple upgrades here. First up for Brock Bowers. I actually am thinking slightly about giving Bowers a blocking upgrade just because he's so good at everything else. But I might want to go possession. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and do that. Had to think about it a little bit, but look at all those slots. Jeez, we get one impact block, but a lot of ratings here for Bowers. That's just such an insane upgrade, possession. And then all of our young players that we're focusing on, Tyree Irwin, one of them. We'll go ahead and give him a slot upgrade to get him up to a 71. Justin Cruz gets a run stopper upgrade up to a 69 overall, so gets one power move along with that. And then Curtis Jacobs, one of our depth linebackers, will get bumped up to a 66. Week 4 brings us right back to where we ended last episode, taking on the Kansas City Chiefs, looking to end our season series against them. After losing to us last week, Kansas City ended up going on the road and beating Buffalo 20-14. Now, while Patrick Mahomes did have 2 touchdown passes and Isaiah Pacheco almost ran for 100 yards, they did suffer 2 injuries. One of which is a 1-week turf toe injury to Trent McDuffie, and the other, another 1-week shoulder strain to center Creed Humphrey. So these are the 2 best players on KC's roster that are going to be out for this game, and 2 guys that really have given us some fits. McDuffie lines up in the slot, and he's a very, very impactful player there. And then Creed Humphrey, we know how good that interior Chiefs offensive line is. Not having him there is going to open up the door for Hunter Nauerzad to be starting at center. I don't think that anyone else here on the interior for KC is going to be starting. So you know what this means. Weak center means it is a penny game. It is an odd game. We're going to put Tommy Donaldson right over the center and tell him to go win. I think this is a massive pivot point in this game. We haven't gotten to face the Chiefs yet without Creed Humphrey. So this injury is a huge opportunity for us to be 2-0 in the season series and then not have to worry about the Chiefs head-to-head for the rest of the regular season. And I think one other adjustment that we are going to make is remembering that we kind of have to respect this receiving core. They did a lot more damage to us than I expected them to. So I still feel comfortable going stubby against Quentin Johnston. I don't feel so comfortable pressing Xavier Worthy just because of his deep speed, but I will remember if we are playing stubby to back CJ Hicks off of Adonai Mitchell to avoid what happened last game. Monday night prime time. We did not have a Monday night game all of last season. We had a Thursday night game, but now we have a little bit more prime time national exposure. Here we are in Arrowhead. We won here last year off of the Patrick Mahomes fumble that Derek Hall recovered to set up
a Daniel Carlson field goal, so we gotta feel good coming back here to KC, but it's always a tough matchup. All of our games against the Chiefs have been extremely close, extremely competitive. It's the nature of the Chiefs. They are just a scrappy team, and we are trying to get ourselves to 3-1 and keep pace against the Broncos, who come in at 3-4. 3-0. Not 3-4. 3-0. That'd be really impressive if they were 3-4. And we are going to start on offense. Harrison Butker gets us underway. Take a look at that. Monday night primetime scoreboard. Braylon Allen going to return the kickoff. He got some running room up to the 28-yard line. And obviously, guys, these linebackers for KC. What is our game plan for them? Well, I still think the RPOs are an option for us, and that is where I want to start today. Now, I want to try and avoid what happened the last time I ran RPOs, which is the worst interception I've ever seen. We're going to start here, read the slot corner. If he comes down, we're going to throw this out to Griffin. We got a stack look up front. Watch out for the run through from these linebackers. Here we go. We're going to rip it to Griffin. He gets a little bit of a block from Trey Tucker. Bolton with that fast pursuit, but we're able to get 6. So I feel really, really good there. They did send the nickel, but I do like this look that we have right now. 2nd and 4. Ray Davis is in. We're going to give it to him going right up the middle. Get a block from Jack Westover, and Davis, he's right there at the first down marker. I have made some changes to the auto subs to get some more rotation with the running backs, but it looks like right now Ashton Jeanty just isn't in. So maybe this is an issue with the auto subs that we're going to have to work with. But Davis is in right now for the first drive. We're going to hand it off to Jack Westover. Just need a little bit. We give it to him. He's able to bounce around, break a tackle. Jack Westover with a gain of 10. It feels like every time we actually hand him the ball, that something good ends up happening. But yeah, I've gone ahead and I've raised the wear and tear for running backs, defensive line, and then, yeah, DT and edge rusher. I raised them up to the keep fresh setting, so I guess that's keeping Jeanty out right now. We'll see how his usage goes throughout the game. If this turns out to be a problem, we might have to change that to get Jeanty back in. But we're going to keep on the ground here and actually hand this thing off to Brock Bowers. Good block from Steve Holloway. Bowers, he's got a first down, takes a big hit. Good thing he didn't fumble. Remember, he did that once last year, but we have 3 very successful plays to start this game out. We haven't had to push the ball down the field, which is exactly what I want to see. They're still playing us pretty light, so I really see no reason to kind of change what we're doing. Still a 3-man front, but we're going to go ahead and hit him with some quick game here. We got too high, so we're going to go ahead and read the 3 receiver side over here, get it out. Ray Davis, he's going to get about 4. That's a successful play for first down. Yeah, Jeanty is not in the game at all. This is Braylon Allen in now. We're probably going to have to cut this fast behind Jackson Powers Johnson's block. Let's see what he does with Chris Jones. There's our cut. And Allen, little bit of a stiffer, bigger back, able to get us down to 1 yard shy of the marker. KC, they're loading up the box here. We've brought the heavy personnel in. We're going to hand it off to Allen. Running some power. Let's get the block from Terry Weary. There we go. Braylon Allen first down. No Jeanty. No problem. But that is a problem right there. Brock Bowers is going to have to come off the field holding that right arm. Maybe his shoulder getting looking at. He doesn't have to go into the locker room, so that's not too bad, I guess. Okay, yeah, we are all out of sorts here because Jack Westover is now in at running back. This is not good here. We're trying to run a bootleg with Burton. We didn't get the throw off fast enough. I need to change this back. But Bowers is going to be okay. Here's Ashton Jeanty back into the game. 2nd and 10, light box. We're going to check into the run here. We should be able to block this up. Let's see. Jeanty, but Chris Jones is able to blow it up. I couldn't get the foot in the ground to get all the way back to the cutback lane. So we got a long 3rd down coming up now. We got empty. We're going to slide to Jones. We got to get this snap off quick here. Read really fast. Single high, double high. It is
double high. Burton, we're going to climb, and oh, it's in and out of the hands of man. I maybe could have ran there, that there wasn't much in the middle of the field. Yeah, I absolutely could have and probably should have stepped up to run. I mean, man is open, and you can argue he probably should catch this ball, but why make this harder than it is? I mean, look at how much open room. We're already running. That's bad by me. But AJ Mark's on, first time kicking with some wind after the successful kicks that came against KC 2 weeks ago, and he drills it with the 5-mile-an-hour headwind. 3-0 Raiders. Now, as the Chiefs offense takes the field, I want to see if the auto sub rotations also messed with how the defensive line is going to play. I'm trying to see if I can get more of a rotation from them. I'm not sure if it's going to be as effective, but Casey's coming out now with some heavy personnel on first down. They're motioning the tight end Wiley back across, and they're going to hand it off to Isaiah Pacheco. He meets Derek Hall, breaks a tackle, and he's able to pick up 6. We do currently have the best run defense in the entire league, which actually is really, really cool that we have such a successful unit on that side of the ball. 2nd and 4, we're going half quarter. It is a handoff to Pacheco. Again, nice job, Sergio Matias, to fight through the block of Trey Smith and take down Pacheco. Brings up 3rd and 3. And I think this is a pretty obvious situation where I would want to play Stubby. We want to take care of all these short routes. I do think we need to back off CJ Hicks, but we're pressing here. Mahomes to throw over the middle, over the head of Noah Gray. Chauncey Cherry in coverage, and we've done something we haven't been able to do much of this year, and that's get a stop. Here we go, much better. Ashton Genty back in the game. KC is crowding this line here, so we might need to get this ball out quick. Probably looking to man or Genty. And there it is. We'll hit Ashton Genty. Get up the field. Give me a block, Josh, man. Come on. If he gives me that, we might be gone. 2nd and 9, single high. We're going to use the motion from Washington to read slant flat. We're reading 18 here. We'll just see where he goes, and we'll just rip it to Tucker because he went out. He takes a big hit from Bolton. We get a manageable 3rd and 4 coming up now. Middle of the field's open, so I'm going to make a quick audible, put Parker Griffin on a post instead, but we're going to read mesh. Here we go. No pressure coming from KC, but Chris Jones able to get to Burton and hit him before we get the throw off. So KC gonna force 4th down. It's an entertaining question of if we want to punt here. Looks like we got zone. We're running Haas, but we get movement, and I think that's gonna be on Terry Weary. So we're gonna punt. AJ Cole on. He kicks it away. This looks to be a pretty good one. Fair catch called for, out of bounds at the 11. Play fake from Mahomes on first down. He steps up, gonna run. No one there in the middle of the field for Pat Mahomes as he's able to get the first down, gets KC out of that tough field position they were in to start the drive with. First down, play fake, pressure gets there. It's off the hands of Adonai Mitchell. How about Terrell Carey on the corner blitz? That was really impressive that Mahomes was even able to get rid of the ball. Tight look, 2nd and 10. Mahomes play fake again, throws it out, caught by Wiley, but Alohi Gilman's there. So we got 3rd and 8 coming up now. And I definitely want to go ahead and utilize our load front. They are going to spread us out. And I'm going to go ahead and send a little bit of pressure, some fire zone with Chauncey Cherry. I got Sergio Matias. We'll match up on 3, wherever final 3 is, we got him. Motion in the condensed set. Might have something coming across the field. We're getting out there, but over the middle, wide open, Xavier Worthy. That's just too much time. Check out the pocket work by this Chiefs offensive line, handling this stunt brilliantly, creating just such a clean pocket for Mahomes. And I mean, Worthy speed against CJ Hicks here in the slot. I mean, we're kind of just banking that pressure has to get there a lot faster. Outside zone, handoff here to Pacheco. Clayton will bring him down, man. The outside zone out of these condensed sets is always so concerning to me because they can catch the edge really, really fast. But we have 2nd and 5. They're going to go empty here. And we're going to go ahead and try and stunt this up, free up an open rusher. We're going to run half quarter to the bunch. Mahomes to throw. He's rolling, but Dare calls chasing him, but Keon White can't get to him. He'll get 2. Brings up 3rd and 3. That's the end of the first quarter, man. I mean, I'm always surprised by how fast these games go against KC because we both control the ball. So it's like you get 2 possessions per quarter if you're lucky. 3rd down and 3. I'm going to send slot pressure. I think that's our best bet here. We got to go ahead and do it. We'll mug the lineup, send pressure. Mahomes, but he gets it out to the flat. Adonai Mitchell's there. 1st down. Yep, he's just that good, man. If Mahomes can recognize the coverage, then you're pretty much done for. Passing again on 1st down. Mahomes over the middle, caught by Adonai Mitchell again. He just kind of is picking us apart from the slot. I want to go ahead and get into quarter half here, but we have no one in the box. But that's all right. Mahomes to throw. It is off the hands of Alohi Gilman. Should have been picked off. I was using him the whole way. But we get 3rd down and 8. And we're going to go ahead. We're going to stunt. We're going to box this bunch. We have all the situational stuff in place. Make one check here. I got to get Drew Sanders out here. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and long. There's no one in the middle of the field. Patrick Mahomes is going to be down to the 1. We cannot stop him scrambling right now. 1st and goal. He slings it out. Caught by Adonai Mitchell. That is a Chiefs touchdown. I feel like we had like 3 opportunities on this drive, and CJ Hicks just stands there. I mean, if you're going to declare on the RPO, you got to do something. Don't just stand there. But man, just wasted opportunities. We had 3rd and long situations, but we could not convert. I mean, I'm thinking we're going to have to start going more man and start spying Mahomes, which leads to its own set of problems. 1st and 10, man look here from the Chiefs out of the stack. We'll read what the slot does. Bowers is my first throw, and we're going to give it to Genty, but Leo Chenal with the backside run through, man. I mean, how do they do it so well? Like, I don't know what Olu Fashanu's doing here. He's running right up and then just leaves Chenal unblocked, and he's going to get a safety. I mean, this is the stuff where blocking is just bad. This is bad. This should never happen. I don't know what to tell you because this is inexplicably bad. I don't know why we can't block stack. It's terrible. 2nd and 10, complete it to Josh Mann, get up the field, and we're going to go ahead and get the 1st down, but I want to go with a little bit of speed here. KC, they're going to bring down a safety and get into single high, so I think that we're actually going to go ahead and play fake this. And take our chance here. Take our shot. Going fast. Play fake to Genty. Burton, get some depth. Throw. Get Brock Bowers. No Trent McDuffie to help out on the defense this time. Isaiah Polamau has to try and cover him in one-on-one coverage, and I think that is an advantage for the Raiders. And I definitely want to run away from Chenal and Bolton here. We need to get a good block from Parker Griffin on the overhang. Here we go. Hand it off to Genty. We're able to get 4. I would have liked a lot more based on how favorable that look was, but we're in a good spot for 2nd down. We got single high, looks like man, so I want to hit Trey Tucker. Just got to see, does Bolton sit in the middle here? He does, so we need to wait for Bolton to clear. We're just going to run with Burton. Slide down, 3rd and inches coming up. And I really don't want to overcomplicate things here. We'll just bring the big personnel out here and sneak it ahead with Dale Burton. Can I get a good block? We do. We get the 1st down just enough, as we're going to run inside of 4 minutes in the 1st half. Middle field open. We're going to watch the post to Bowers. Now they've closed the post, so we're going to go ahead and read out the smash concept here. Man coverage. We're going outside. Josh Mann cannot bring it down. So a long 3rd and 10 coming up. We get movement. That's on KC. So we're going to go ahead and get an extra 5. Make it 3rd and 5. And they are giving me everything here quick. I think we're just going to go ahead, put Bowers on a little speed out, create a little alert concept here, and just get it out to him real fast. Hit him. It's there. Brock Bowers. Can we get in? No. Down to the 1, though. So we're going to bring this clock down to just over the 2-minute warning. We're going to go ahead, run duo here to the side with the 1 technique. Man in motion. Give it to Genty. Makes 1 cut, and he walks in. Ashton Genty with his 5th rushing touchdown on the season. KC will have time. They do get the ball to start the second half, so we got to play some stout defense here, but we do get the lead. And we definitely got to think about what is our plan to contain this guy, Adonai Mitchell. I think our real plan is we got to start calling a little bit more quarters possibly. But I think I want to call quarters with the man look instead, like we've talked about. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to be able to spy Mahomes. We're going to play quarters essentially to the side with Mitchell on it. Mahomes is going to set up a screen, get it out to Pacheco. We get some pursuit, better pursuit there from the linebackers. Limits the damage. That will take us to the 2-minute warning. And, you know, despite having my auto sub settings on keep fresh, it feels like we're not really getting a ton of rotation from the defensive ends. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. He gets it to Pacheco. He's breaking tackles, but he's down 1 yard shy of the 1st down. We're going to go ahead. They're moving fast, so we're going to go ahead, check into man. We get movement, but they're bringing the receiver down. Mahomes throwing over the middle. It's in and out of the hands of Mike Williams. Broken up by Terrell Carey. I think he may have been able to run for that 1st down, but that is a massive stop by our defense. We're going to go ahead. We'll play safe man just in case they want to do something funky. Torrey Taylor on to punt here. And he's going to send it away. Tyree Irwin will fair catch, and we will have our own chance to get some more points before half. KC started their drill with a screen. We're going to go ahead and do the same exact thing. Hit Trey Tucker. Good block set up here. Tucker able to get the 1st down. I will call the 1st timeout now. Good positive play on 1st down. That's all that we can ask for here. Puts us in a good spot now. We've got a rhythm going for the remainder of this 2-minute drill. Single high. I like my flood concept here. We'll slide right to give help against Chris Jones. Hard count. We got movement. We got movement. I'm going to take my shot. Josh Mann to the corner. It's incomplete, but we will take the free 5 yards. Every little bit helps when you got a guy like AJ Marks who has a howitzer for a right leg. Single high look again here for KC. We're going to try and hit the access door to Trey Tucker, provided Bowers can win on the seam. He does hit Tucker. We don't get out of bounds, so we're going to want to go fast here. I'm not going to call the timeout, but we do have plenty of time. Light box look here. We'll hit the draw with Genty. Can we get some blocks? We do. Ashton Genty, don't fumble. We'll take the 2nd timeout now. Remember, time is always worth more than timeout. So now we have a minute left. We're almost in field goal range. And we're in a situation now. We can take a shot. We can clock it if we have to. I mean, this box is too light. I want to get the 1st down right now. Come on, Dale. We can get this. We can get the hot route in. There we go. Let's just get the 1st down. Then we can spike the ball once we get it. Ray Davis in. Run a little outside zone here. Give it to him. Picks up the 1st. And then we'll get right to the line and spike it. We've been getting a lot of man from KC. So I definitely want to hit a man concept here. But it looks like we might have quarters. So we'll see. We could see if this double post to Parker Griffin's open. KC doesn't have great deep speed at corner. Let's see. They're only rushing 3. So we'll hit Ray Davis. Go down. We do not want a repeat of what happened with Ashton Genty over the middle. We're going to go ahead and clock it again. Basically, every time we can get a first down, I want to clock it in this situation. Still gives me 2 attempts to get the first down. In KC, right now, they are just playing drop, which is going to limit our opportunities to get anything big, but it does mean that I will take anything underneath. I want to actually get into this little swing screen here. Just throw it out. Ray Davis, let him get some yards. Give me some blocks. We'll get out of bounds. Brings up 3rd and 6. You know, they're playing so shallow, so everything over the middle of the field should be available. But now it looks like they may rush 4, so we may have something a little bit different here. But I like this right side with the Salem concept against single high. Motion doesn't clear anyone out. They bring Chanel, and we're in trouble. We're just going to throw the ball away. Yeah, they brought Chanel, and they just had too much over the middle of the field. Maybe I bailed out the pocket a little bit too early, because it was drop zone. The dig may have been there, but we'll send A.J. Marks on. Chip shot field goal range with the tailwind this time. Marks get some height under it, take a little bit more clock. It is good. 25 seconds, 3 timeouts for KC. It'll be interesting to see how they attack this. And they are coming out in gun, so I am expecting them to actually try and push the ball down the field a little bit here. So we came out in dime with the extra DB to respond to this. And they're going to go ahead. They're going to make an adjustment. That's fine. They're into bunch now. We're still okay. I'm fully expecting passes, what we're getting. Mahomes throws. It's out. Caught by Quentin Johnson. That's not going to do you a lot of favors there. Only a gain of 1. In same situation, we're going to actually back the secondary off right now. They're just going to hand it off to Pacheco now. Try and get something big. Nothing happening. That should take us to half. Well, let's see. KC's moving. I'm going to call timeout right now, though. They wanted to hurry up, but I'm going to call my last timeout. Just make sure we get into a play that I really like. And now they're going to kneel it out. Okay, so that was all for naught. Okay, halftime. Up 13-7. I've been pretty impressed by the defense. It's been one drive that KC had where they got a lot of 3rd down conversions, but we've done pretty well, I think. We've gotten 2 stops. The offense has done just enough, and I think the run game, KC's really stifling it, but we do have something with the passing game as the Colts fall to 0-4. Man, they were terrible last year. They're terrible again this year. The amount of teams that have not won a game is kind of surprising in our league, but really I think the game plan kind of stays the same. I think that we stick with quarters and then man match quarters, aka just running cover 1 and then bringing the safety over to the side of Adonai Mitchell probably right now. Keep an eye on Xavier Worthy. If he's in the slot, that's a mismatch against CJ Hicks, but I think our game plan's really the same. I think our defense is playing well. It's Mahomes. He's going to get his. Cowboys blow out the Patriots as Drake May only has 63 yards passing. Jeez. But yeah, we're playing in a good spot right now. We're only up by 1 score, though, so we can't get too comfortable. We see that Denver loses to Philly. Okay. But yeah, we've definitely been throwing the ball pretty well. 131 yards for Dale Burton. I definitely like that. Let's keep it going. Don't worry, guys. I remembered to take Cody Barton out of the lineup to start the second half this time. We're not going to be surprised with him in the game at all. Now, motion from Wiley. They're going right over to the side where we have pressure coming off the edge. It's an RPO out to Noah Gray. Cherry trying to get there, but KC still able to pick up 9. Let's make sure that we get our RPO keys set. Tight look here. We'll do some fire zone. Nothing too crazy, though. Mahomes to throw. In trouble. Throws to the flat. We don't close out on it. It's going to be a first down for Pacheco. Pressure was just starting to get there. 4-strong bunch. This is the kind of situation where I don't love playing man, but we're going to try it. It'll be a handoff to Pacheco. That's much better RPO defense. Great job, Hall and Ramsey colliding with Pacheco for a loss of 2. We're going to go ahead. 2nd down and 12. Stack. Look over on the right side for KC. It's a play fake over the middle. Caught by Xavier Worthy. We got to give some help to Glenn Ramsey, guys. He can't be the only guy responsible for Worthy on that play fake. But 2nd and 10, another pass coming here. Mahomes underneath, caught Noah Gray. Good tackle, C.J. Hicks. Brings up 3rd and 7. Okay, this is the world that we want to live in. 3rd and 7, Trey Y flex. We have our check here. Drew Sanders on the field, mugging the line. Mahomes to throw. We're stunting it up, but taking a deep shot to Adonai Mitchell. Oh, he caught it! Come on, man! CJ Hicks was there this time. He didn't get burned, but Mitchell's still able to hang on. They ran a dagger concept. They got us with this last time we played them, but Mitchell outran Hicks. This time he just hangs on through the contact. And it's been such a theme with us that we just can't buy a pass breakup. So many tough catches these receivers are coming down with, and it's just another back-breaking play given up on 3rd down by this defense. 1st down, we're handing it off to Ashton Genty, somehow able to make his way through the traffic, get across midfield, and pick up the 1st down. That was some excellent running from Genty. Some kind of a single high look, but they're mugging the back with Bolton. We're just going to give it to Genty. Get a block from Steve Holloway. Ashton Genty taken down by Polamalu, but another 1st down. Love to see it. We're going to keep this big personnel on the field, but now we're going to go play fake and try and take our shot. We have a post cross. We also have a wheel route coming from Josh Mann. Let's see. Do we suck them up? We do. We got Josh Mann. Him against Chanel. Dropped it in the bucket. Down to the 1-yard line goes Josh Mann. What a perfect throw from Dale Burton. Man covered by Chanel. Man to man. And he can't hang. We also had Trey Tucker, but my eyes just flashed to Mann first. Either way, we're down to the 1. Great work. Now let's go ahead and punch this thing in. Goal line personnel on the field for KC. We just sneak it ahead, though, with Dale Burton, and that is a touchdown. I'm going to keep the offense on the field. I want to go for 2 here. I think that is the situation we want to be in. Just try and make it a 7-point game. If not, we'll live with it being 5. But 2-point try on now. It is Ray Davis in the backfield, and I'm actually going to motion Park Griffin over. I think we have a chance here. We might be getting man. It's going to be Burton. I should have handed that ball off. I misplayed that read entirely. Mike Dana makes the play. So it'll be 19-14. It's still a 1-possession game. It always has been. Always will be now. Oh no, this is a big return for KC. Holmes out to the 45. Luckily, Malachi Moore able to track him down. So now defense, man. I mean, I guess we just can't play stubby with Adonai Mitchell torching CJ Hicks. But I feel good about where our defense is at. Honestly, I don't think there's much for us to do. There's not much for us to try and fix. We just got to keep on playing our game. Get them to 3rd and long, and then we just got to get off the field. Hand off to Pacheco. Running counter. Nice pursuit from Matias. Ball's out. We got it. Terrell Carey falls on it. Let's see. Was Pacheco down? We're going to get our celebration in here, though. But that looks like a very late fumble from Isaiah Pacheco. We'll see. Matias was there. That knee is down. It's still a loss. Probably a loss of 3. But yeah, Casey's going to keep the ball. And it doesn't go down as a loss of 2 for the Chiefs. Now, they're going trips, but I've learned my lesson, man. We can't play stubby with Adonai Mitchell. So we're going to play half quarter instead. Give some more help here to CJ Hicks. We get motion in from Noah Gray. That's fine. Mahomes to throw. Oh, he's got Mitchell wide open anyways. Doesn't matter what we call. Adonai Mitchell speeding his way down to the 21. You love to think we're in great position, but right here with his underneath route from Mitchell, just no one goes with him. And if anyone did, Glenn Ramsey would have had a sack. He walked Colton McKivitz right back into Mahomes' lap, but because we don't go with Mitchell, it is a huge gain, and KC is just outside of the red zone. The only good thing with it being just outside the red zone right now is that we can play stubbing. We don't have to worry about it. They're going to throw this flat route out to Worthy. That was one of the wonkiest catches I've ever seen, but it will result in a loss of 2, so that's, good for us. 2nd down and 12 now. And they're going with the chips look. Always really, really hard for us to defend. We'll go man-to-man and spy Mahomes. He has time. They just run some sit routes. He just got to chuck it underneath. Caught by Noah Gray. It's only a gain of 1. And guys, we got 3rd and 11. And I'm thinking that we might need to send pressure. I think that's what I want to do, is send pressure. We're going to bring the safeties. We're going to crowd the line, bring the safeties. We'll green dog Sergio Matias, and we're going to bring him after Mahomes. He keeps Pacheco in. Mahomes taking a shot to the end zone. It's Mitchell, but he drops it. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Adonai Mitchell taketh and giveth. Oh, my. We got bailed out. So our pressure is just coming from way, way, way too deep. And I'm playing the underneath routes, and also CJ Hicks gets picked. So this is just an all-around kind of a nightmare rep. It's a perfect throw from Mahomes, but in and out of the hands of Mitchell, man, we got lucky. Oh, big kickoff return now for Savion Williams. We don't get a final block. One last block, and that would have sprung Williams for a touchdown. But we are across midfield. Good spot for the offense to be in now. I would love to maybe see if we could take some time. It's been a lot of fast drives that our offense has been putting together. Defense has had to be on the field a lot. We'll read the slot. That's one of their safeties here. See what happens. Does he go with Griffin? He does. We hand it to Genty. We get some blocks. Pick up 4. 10 carries, 47 yards for Ashton Genty. It's one of those just grinded out type of games for him. Chiefs going to be loading the box here. Good thing I got a screen call. We're going to set it up to Brock Bowers. They got pressure coming off the side. We're running the screen to, float it out to Bowers. There we go. Get him in space. Running first down to the 26. I learned my lesson from that Nick Benito pick 6. I put air under it this time. First down, Brandon Tucker on motion. We're just going to run some mesh over the middle of the field, but we get hit immediately by Chris Jones. Burton is down. Steve Holloway is down now with an injury. Jones got in so fast, man. Holloway does not have to go off, but what happened? It's Holloway versus Jones here, and Jones just whoops him. Burton actually escapes for a moment, but the pressure off the edge by Mike Dana forces Colton Miller back into him, takes him down. Really heavy loaded box now for the Chiefs. We're going to go ahead and run RPO away from it. This is the RPO, guys. Please don't make me throw a pick. No, it's caught by Trey Tucker. Parker Griffin got in the way. Trey Tucker to the open field. Touchdown, Raiders. Okay, Griffin, I was trying to get a block from him. We didn't get a block, but instead we just got a terrible pursuit angle from the outside corner. That was Noel Williams there, and Griffin didn't really have to do anything, and we just spring the Speedy Tucker for a touchdown, and that is our opening, man. Steve Holloway will be okay. We won't have to see him for a little bit now. This field goal, or extra point rather, from AJ Marks will make it a 2-possession game, and he drills it. So the dropped A.D. Mitchell touchdown combined with this touchdown makes it a 2-possession game, which is all you try and do. Get to 2 possessions, and then you feel a lot safer. They are just constantly running bunch at this point, KC is. More 4-strong bunch once again. We're going to try boxing it this time. Play fake for Mahomes. He's going to step up and run. No one in the middle there for Mahomes, and they are just... It's either they have the middle of the field open for the pass, or they have the middle of the field open for Mahomes to step up and run. So we're really kind of just stuck right now. We have gun Trey Y flex here. I'm going to go with my regular check to it, but I'm going to back off CJ Hicks. I don't want him getting toasted by Mitchell. Play fake from Mahomes, sending everyone down the field. Mitchell still wins, pulls away from Hicks. We got a massive problem in the slot. CJ Hicks is playing terribly. It's a touchdown for Adonai Mitchell. There's no chance. I mean, look at how much cushion Hicks has here, but he just sits flat-footed. We can't be doing this. If we can't run Stubby, then we are absolutely screwed. We got one play left before the end of the third quarter, but really all I'm thinking about is what we're going to do on defense, man. I mean, right now, I'm taking CJ Hicks out. I've actually put Mekhi Blackmon in now. We're going to go ahead, run counter with Genty. We get some blocks. We're going to get 5. That'll be the last play of the third quarter, but really, it's all about what happens when we get back on defense. Mekhi Blackmon's going to be in. If Hicks can't hang, then we're going to go to Blackmon, and that's why we have him, because Hicks, he's given up 2 touchdowns in this quarter. Mitchell is just toasting us right now. We need to make a change, and Hicks is really the only weak link on the team right now, at least on defense, in this game. Second down, hand off to Genty. Steve Holloway back in, blocking for him. We get a nice kick out block, cut inside of it, and we're able to get the first down. Off coverage here now, perfect time, set up a screen, hit Trey Tucker, let him get the speed in space. Good block, Colton Miller. Trey Tucker pulling away in the Chief territory, down to the 43. Burton gets over 200 yards passing. Trey Tucker having a very impactful day as that little gadget player. I was worried that bad little turnaround was going to cost us there, but it doesn't. Second 11, we're going to get a rare second and long run. Handed off to Genty. He takes a hit from Bolton, but bounces right off. 3rd down and 4 coming up. Massive, massive 3rd down here. Trey Tucker off the field. It's going to be Dante Thornton in along with Parker Griffin. We're going to motion Griffin. We're just running spot here. We're going to try and just open up that sit route for an easy throw for the first down. It's caught by Griffin right there at the line. We get the first down. There we go. Nice job by Griffin to know where he is on the field and get the first. Okay, so 3rd and 5. Looks like it could be cover 1 with Chanel sitting in the middle. We'll see what he does. We may have the throw to Griffin. We may have the throw to man. Let's see. Chanel, he drops out. We hit man. Oh, we're going to be shy. We are barely shy. Guys, the field goal doesn't really do anything for me. This is the situation. This is a situation where you go for it. 4th down and 2. KC is going to load up the box, but we're going to run toss. We're going to try and get outside. Darnell Washington on the field. We got all of our blockers here. Here we go. Ray Davis in. We're going to pitch it to him. Ray Davis. We're going to get the first down. We're going to get a lot more. Inside the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Ray Davis. Touchdown, Raiders. A perfect call on 4th down and 2. Gets us back up by 2 scores. It really is just the simple things in football. When they're loaded up inside, go outside. Look at how many bodies are on the inside here, and we are running toss outside. There's really only 4 bodies that we can account for here that could make a play. It's Nick Bolton, George Karlaftis, the outside corner, and then the safety. And then we're just pulling Olu Fashanu and pulling Darnell Washington. First big block, Parker Griffin gets the crack on George Karlaftis. Excellent job. That's one of the big reasons why we drafted him. Then it's Darnell Washington versus a corner, Olu Fashanu versus a safety. Now, the block from Griffin, it doesn't hold for long. It's a defensive end versus a wide receiver. What are you going to expect? But it holds just long enough for Ray Davis. He's fast enough to get to the edge. Great block by Darnell Washington here. And then Karlaftis not fast enough. Davis able to round the corner. And when Chris Jones is the closest guy on an outside run play, you know it is good. Davis able to get in. What a play. What a call. Back up by 2 scores now. KC, they really gotta be feeling this pressure here now, I think. I'm going to start going with a lot more man A lot more spying on Mahomes. Now, CJ Hicks out of the game. Terrell Carey, or Mekhi Blackman in the slot. It's a play fake from Mahomes. He's taken his chance out to Noah Gray. They ran double post once again. They're really trying to open up these deep shots. I'm going to send a little bit of pressure here. We have a stack look over to the left side, so we'll pounder it. Or one-on-one on the back side, though. Mahomes to throw. He's got Mitchell, and he's got another catch. His 8th catch, nearing 200 yards receiving. My God. Can we not do anything about Adonai Mitchell? We're running stubby now. We're going to trust Mekhi Blackman in the game, but we have movement. It's on Keon White, and we give up the first down on 3rd and 1. We cannot be giving them free first downs, free yardage, as we're going to move to midfield. Throwing again, Mahomes, he's got wide open. Noah Gray, there's just no one there. What is wrong with our pass defense? KC going no huddle, but we can't cover anything. And now I can't make an audible. We finally get it in. Motioning out is Pacheco. We're going to box the bunch. Underneath throw caught by Worthy. I mean, there's so much time. There's so much time. And we're struggling to make our audibles. Really, really bad situation, but we're still throwing. Mahomes still has guys wide open and pulling away. Quentin Johnston. Dude, this is miserable. Trying to play pass defense with this deep. What is wrong? We just get picked. We just get picked. Oh my God. I hate playing this team. Win or lose, I'm just going to be happy that we don't have to play Kansas City anymore. Look at all those routes. And then look at what I'm given. I'm given a bunch check that doesn't work, man-to-man coverage that's slow, an incompetent slot corner. Yeah, no wonder we're having trouble. The thing is, one good drive here could take all the time off the clock and make it so Kansas City doesn't even get a chance with the football. We just need to take time off the clock here. I want to run power. I'm going to trust Steve Holloway that we can block Chris Jones on a kick-out block. Here we go. Bowers in motion. It's just a dummy motion. We give it to Genty. Breaks one tackle from Nick Bolton. That is huge. There's that coachability that we purchased before the game coming in clutch there. Bolton, he just tries to hit stick Genty, but he bounces right off. Wow. Here we go now. 2nd and 4. We're going to trap Chris Jones. Can we get the block? We absolutely can. Make your cut, Genty. That's a first down. That will take us to a 2-minute warning, but KC starts calling their timeouts now. So here we go. We're in the situation we want to be where a first down does a lot of damage to the Chiefs. And really right now, it is these man blocking concepts that are giving them the most trouble. Just beef on beef. We're going to run behind man and Jack West over here. They finally get a TFL on Genty. And I think we're now going to have to actually throw the ball. I do just want some safe, quick passing concepts. Keep the ball in bounds. Keep it on the ground. We throw it, hit Trey Tucker. He's able to hold on. It's only a gain of 5. 3rd and 7. It's man. I was expecting man. That's why I called mesh. Here we go. This is it. A first down here could end the game. Oh, we don't get the movement. I thought we had it, but guess who we have? We have Ashton Genty. Go down, buddy. That's going to be the 2-minute warning. Chanel can't hang with us. Can we kneel the ball out 3 times? They don't have any timeouts. 40-second play clock. We should be able to just kneel the ball out 3 times. Yeah, I think this is game over. We're recommending a knee. There we go. Wow. Okay, we somehow took care of Kansas City. This time we played from ahead. We didn't collapse. Yeah, 40 seconds is going to wind down. That's it. That's game over, guys. Great team win right there. Clock winds down, and the Raiders sweep the Kansas City Chiefs 4 weeks into the season. That is a huge step up over KC in the divisional race and the long-term makeup of this entire season. A close win. Both of them were. It's always fun playing KC. as annoyed as I may sound throughout the game. Man, we got a problem on defense. Offense, great. Defense, our young talent is not really taking the steps forward we need them to. I think that guys like Chauncey Cherry play well. I think our D-line is good. But our secondary, man, really, really rough to watch. We're just way too inefficient on defense. Like, this is like an average stat line for the quarterbacks we're playing. Even Shedeur Sanders put up numbers against us, man. So this is really tough to see. The run defense is amazing. I mean, Mahomes is the leading rusher for the Chiefs. The run defense is great. The pass defense is just pathetic. Ashton Jeanty, though, put the team on his back. Once again, we ran the ball extremely efficiently. Big game for Trey Tucker. He came up big with a couple of big catches here. The O-line, I thought, was pretty solid. Defensively, yeah, a lot to work on here. We did get a lot of TFLs. We didn't get to Mahomes that much because the ball was out so quick. Again, just one PBU. It is the secondary. The secondary is our biggest issue right now, and we gotta fix it. 2 upgrades here. First one going to Ashton Jeanty. Always fun to look at him because he's such a complete player. Just thinking, where do I want to go now? I think probably into power back just to keep him as a scheme fit, but really we can't go wrong upgrading him anywhere. And then the free agent to be center Jackson Powers Johnson. This upgrade here should get him to an 80 overall. I think we're just going to keep on going with the power upgrades. He's going to get paid soon. That's not a concern for me. He gets a nice upgrade there with 4 pass block. We're going to go ahead and get one more game in for this episode. It's going to be another primetime game, this time Sunday night against the New England Patriots. New England comes in at 2-2, and they're really kind of just middle of the pack to slightly below average in a lot of categories. They score a decent amount of points. Their pass defense is okay, but the rest of their stats actually are not very good. And I think one of the biggest discrepancies you're going to see, the 32nd ranked rushing defense going against our first ranked rushing offense. That is the big theme of this game, and I think it's really going to be the deciding factor. Well, if you want to know where all the rushing yards came from, look no further than their Week 3 game against the Texans, where Joe Mixon ran for 176 yards on 21 carries. I was looking through their stats. Against the Bills, they allowed about 100 to James Cook. They allowed only about 60 to the Commanders, so I was wondering where those rush yards came in. And then they got blown out by the Cowboys. We saw this one in the halftime report. They allow about 160 here. So they've been run over. And looking at this roster, there are some things that I really, really like. And there are some things that are certainly weaknesses that we can look to exploit. Obviously, on offense, it all starts with Drake May. He is the best young quarterback in our franchise, up to a boosted 92 overall. Extremely mobile, strong arm. He's an elite quarterback. There's not much to say about, how do we game plan for him? Maybe try and make him throw on the run. It's an 84 rating. Really, it's the same game that we play with all these quarterbacks. Just try and get pressure on them, because pressure creates discomfort, and discomfort means they're not going to play as high as their ratings. And then one thing here, actually taking a look at May's traits, he has the throwaway trait, so he will have a higher tendency to throw the ball away when facing pressure. I'd prefer a throwaway compared to a check down because we're not a great tackling team. So to force May to throw the ball out of bounds instead of dumping it off to Travion Henderson or one of these playmakers, I see that as ideal. At running back, Henderson is one of the better young rushers in our league. That 95 carrying really stands out, but he's extremely athletic. However, I do think that we have obviously the best rush defense statistically. I think we have a very good run defense, and this offensive line is also missing Will Campbell for this game, so that is a big hit in the running game. Their receiving core doesn't look great on paper. It's kind of all the same type of receiver, short, kind of bursty receivers, right? They're not go up and get it guys. Pop Douglas does have very secure hands. They are pressable, I think, especially Douglas. Mooney and Kyle Williams are a little bit less pressable, but it's all kind of the same player here. I do think it's very interesting. They have Ashton Sarah. They drafted him in the first round this past draft. It was a very good tight end class, and look at the size and speed combo here. This guy rivals Josh Mann, 6'3", 247 with 89 speed. Mann is a bit bigger, not quite as fast, but he's actually shiftier. His change of direction is very high for a tight end. Sarah's a little bit more average, but he's got great hands. The run blocking is certainly good enough. He's a star tight end in the making already. And I think we're going to be seeing Josh Jones, the veteran, starting at right tackle with the injury to Will Campbell. And then taking a look at the rest of this offensive line, it's really not that good of a unit. Jared Wilson at left guard is fine as your weakest link, but he's not that strong against power. On the interior, Luke Fortner, very much not a good guy to handle power, so it's going to be a Tommy Donaldson game. Look at those run block ratings, especially against power. Donaldson is going to be seeing him head up every single snap. Right guard Michael Onwenu, he's a very good player. Michael Onwenu is one of my favorite guards in the NFL just because of how big he is. And then at right tackle, they do have Mark Avalos. He's fine. He is an agile archetype, so he should be able to handle the matchup with Glenn Ramsey okay, but really look out for Josh Jones against Derek Hall. And now defensively, where a lot more of the issues show up with New England, particularly with this defensive line and their ability to stop the run. Baron Browning, a converted linebacker at edge, not really what you want. Harold Landry, still playing the edge in year 10 every single down, not what you want against the run. On the interior, two smaller defensive tackles of Milton Williams and Christian Barmore, yes, really great pass rushers, not strong against the run. Then you get to the linebackers, the former Raider Robert Spillane. He is solid against the run. I'll give him that. But when you don't have defensive linemen that can take up blocks and hold a double team long enough, any offensive lineman is going to beat any linebacker when they're climbing up to the second level. What you need is a defensive lineman, like the Chiefs have with Chris Jones, to let those linebackers like Chanel and Bolton run free. The Patriots don't have that. Blake Cashman is the other linebacker. We might see a little bit of Marte Mapu, who's a converted safety. So these linebackers are small. The D-line is small. The only thing they have going for them is the secondary. Christian Gonzalez, arguably best corner in the NFL. I still think Surtain's a little bit better. Marcus Jones in the slot, very, very good athlete. Not super strong, but he is a solid slot corner. Carlton Davis, fantastic press ability. Both of Gonzalez and Davis, who are going to be playing on the outside, are really good press corners. We'll have to see how we match up there. You're going to see Gonzalez moving against Parker Griffin most of the time. And then just because they have Shaquem Herrick developing in his second year at a 79 overall as their dime corner. The safeties aren't quite as good, but I do think that with how good these corners are, you don't need great safeties. Jalen Hawkins and then Julian Blackman. Craig Woodson is the third guy. It's a very, very good secondary. But really, I think the game plan is very simple. They have the worst rush defense in the NFL. We have the best rush offense in the NFL. We're going to run the ball, and we're going to do it until they prove that they can stop us from getting 4 or 5 yards every single time. And speaking of the secondary, for us, I have made the decision that CJ Hicks is going to get some starts at safety instead. He has shown an inability to run with athletes in the slot. I was hoping that he would be athletic enough and smart enough and good enough in coverage to stay ahead of receivers. It's not working. It's not just Adonai Mitchell. He's struggled the entire year. We knew that the athleticism could be a concern with him, but we know he's an extremely talented player. And I like these ratings a lot. I think he can still play. We just have to find his spot. And with Alohi Gilman being a free agent coming up and a bridge player, I think this is a perfect time to see if Hicks can play a little bit at safety instead. So what you're going to see is Hicks playing at safety. Gilman will still rotate in. We have a little bit of a safety rotation with him, CJ Clayton, and then CJ Hicks now. So you're going to still see Gilman playing a little bit, but Hicks will get most of the snaps. And then if we go nickel, which we're going to live in, that's our base, you will see Mekhi Blackman instead. I think it's really funny, actually, that Blackman has the same exact speed as CJ Hicks, but he doesn't seem to have the same issue of getting burned. And I don't think it's +2 acceleration doing it for him. I really don't know what it is that makes Blackman so much better in the slot. He's not that much better of an athlete than Hicks, but it just seems to work, man. So we're going to give Hicks a try at safety instead. Obviously, we know he's an X factor. We're not giving up on him. We just have to find his spot. Sunday night prime time. 3-1 Las Vegas going against 2-2 New England Patriots. Not quite living up to the bill after they won the Super Bowl back in season 1. Rob Gronkowski here ringing the bell. Do you think that they bring Gronk to all their home games like we bring Charles Woodson? I don't know, but we got the Patriots wearing those beautiful red throwback uniforms. I like to wear alternates on all primetime games. We're rocking our alternates for the second week in a row because we're playing our second straight primetime game. Really hope that we get to come out on defense first. I want to see how our defense is going to play, and we are going to get them on the field to start. Kick return out to the 27-yard line where Drake May and the Patriots offense will take the field. So a couple things. Who's playing left tackle? Is it Josh Jones? If so, we love the matchup with him against Derek Hall. And then let's see how does CJ Hicks fare at safety. And it is Josh Jones at left tackle, and we're using Hicks at deep safety on the first play. Drake May to throw. He slings it outside. It is caught. That is Ashton Sarah. But CJ Clayton brings him down quickly. Only a gain of 3. We're going to see if we're capable of playing stubby now, but we get called offsides here. May has a free play. He throws outside. It is caught by, I believe that is Pop Douglas, but it's going to be encroachment. Doesn't matter. Would be a positive play anyway for New England. Brendan Mays with the jump. So 1st and 10 from the 43. May hands it off to Travion Henderson right up the middle for a gain of 4. Be interested to see how much New England tries to run the ball against our first-ranked rush defense. To the air again goes May. Throws over the head of Ashton Sarah. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 6. We get a tight look. And I think in this case, I do want to bring some slot pressure. We're going to call a 2x2 rush here. We're going to get Mekhi Blackman rushing. We're going to get some motion back into the 2x2 tight look. Here comes Douglas May to throw over the middle. Wow, what a catch by Darnell Mooney. I am really, really close at either tuning down the wide receiver catching or tuning up our pass coverage, because they just catch everything. Dude, like every single one of these passes that is high, that is any bit bad, the CPU just comes down with it. And it's really, really getting frustrating that, you know, I can call the right play and it just never seems to matter. Quick throw out here to Sarah. Matthias is able to bring him down. But yeah, I just think it's not playing as well as it could be. So we're really, really close. I'm really close to making that decision and just saying, yeah, we're going to go ahead and we're going to make that change. Want to give it maybe one more game here. We're running quarters, pass out quickly, caught by Douglas. That's Kyle Williams. I can't get these receivers straight. It's going to be 3rd down and 6, though. And we're having a lot of this trips stuff to start. Made a throw on 3rd down. He steps up over the middle. Incomplete. Knocked out by Chauncey Cherry, and they are right on the edge of field goal range. I don't think their kicker's Chad Ryland anymore. Let's see. What do they do here? It would be a 57-yard field goal. 56. They're going to go ahead and try and kick it. I don't know who this kicker is. We're not going to rush, though. This is a long one. Let's see. Kick is up, and it is down the middle, slightly left, but good. So here comes the Raider offense. And again, like I said, guys, game plan, really, really simple. We're going to run the ball, and we're going to run it a lot. And we're going to try and especially target these edge rushers, Baron Browning and Harold Landry. I think right here we're actually going to flip the play and go back to the right. Browning's going to be the kick-out block. We're going to follow Big Steve Holloway. Here we go. Give it to Ashton Genty. Holloway gives me a block, and we are able to get 5. Ashton Genty had 17 carries last week against the Chiefs. I think he could have even more. extremely light box here. We're going to go ahead and run inside zone split. Just give it right back to Genty. Some pressure coming from New England. Genty into the open field. Here we go. It's the first big one of the year for number 2. Ashton Genty. Naruto runs into the end zone for a Raiders touchdown. Oh boy, New England, is going to be a long day for you if that's what the second carry of the game looks like. They ran a run blitz right into the gap, and I need to go back and look and see exactly who made the block. I think it was Holloway, and that's exactly who it was. Steve Holloway able to peel off and make the block. Number 14, that is Robert Spillane, but also look at Christian Gonzalez here. He is the fill player, but check out what the split motion does from Brock Bowers to Gonzalez. Gonzalez has to respect that we could run a bootleg, and he has to run with Bowers. So what Bowers does is he just pulls Gonzalez right out of the hole, and Holloway picks up the rush. Carlton Davis gets kind of sealed off by Parker Griffin. Sometimes the best block is the block that isn't made. And then Trey Tucker, let's give some props to Trey Tucker, right? The little guy had a big game last week in the receiving game. He comes right up the field, hits Jalen Hawkins at about midfield, and Genty is sprung. And he doesn't have insane breakaway speed, but when you block it up that good, it doesn't matter. 2-play drive lasted less than a minute, and the defense is back on the field. I don't really have much of a takeaway from the first drive. The penalty wasn't good, but overall, I think we just need to keep on playing our game. I think that we do have a decent talent advantage, at least in positions where it matters. Tight look again here for New England. May, he's going to run the RPO, swing it out to Mooney. That's only a gain of 3. Good job by Mekhi Blackman. I am very happy to see him performing well in the slot. So I'm going to rush 5. We're going to try and stunt it up here. Derek Hall, watch out for him on the loop. Made a throw. It's a screen out to Henderson. Cherry able to make contact and bring him down. It brings up 3rd and 1. And I'm assuming we're going to get the QB sneak here. Unsurprisingly, May snuck it ahead. He did pick it up. Brings up 1st and 10. Run a little bit of stubby here to the trip side. Screen again set up for Travion Henderson. CJ Hicks coming down. There we go. He is a good tackler. Nice job wrapping up Henderson there. Let me get a stack look. We're going to go ahead and pounder this, running cover 1 on the backside. Made a throw, in trouble, rolling all the way away from all his receivers, launched in the air. What happened? Oh my goodness, it's dropped. Terrell Carey, what happened? That ball was a duck. So this is just a post being run here by Darnell Mooney. Carey keeps up with it pretty well, and then just loses speed as the ball is thrown. What's this? He's with this stride for stride. Now, thankfully, May gets hit as he releases the ball. Glenn Ramsey just showing off the athleticism, able to pull away from Avalos and get to May very quickly, but that ball is still on a rope, and Mooney should have had it. 3rd down, trips look. We're mugging the line. We're going to drop, though. A little bit of a stunt. May throws underneath, caught by Sarah. It'll be 4th and 2. Cherry gets to him. Is this 4-down territory for New England, or are they going to punt? They are going to keep the offense on the field. I kind of suspected that. And I'm going to come out pretty aggressive here. I think we need to load the box up. Let's make sure our run fits are all good. We got 8 in the box. They have I form. It's a play fake for May. He throws. It's caught by Ashton Sarah, and that is enough for a 1st down. I'm shocked that they threw it, but hey, it ended up working for them. A little bit of a 2-back look here for New England, so I'm going to test out running cover 3 buzz to it. Something that I've seen teams like to do against 2-back looks. Made a throw. It's at the feet of Pop Douglas. Incomplete. May didn't have a good game against us when we played the Patriots last season. I'm very interested if there's just something about his traits or his ratings that makes him a bit of a bad Madden quarterback. 2nd and 10, looking to throw out to the corner. Sarah, he beats Terrell Carey badly. I couldn't help enough with CJ Clayton. It's a 1st down. New England right down to the 20 into the red zone. And it is play fake again for May. Throwing outside. It is caught. Terrell Carey just getting picked on right now. We're going to go ahead. We're going to play everything underneath. It's going to be a handoff. Travion Henderson, we stand him up and we keep him out of the end zone. Brings up 3rd down and goal. Do we just commit to this being a sneak? Man, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm going to pinch the line, but we have to be prepared that it still could be a pass. From the half-yard line, May sneaks it ahead. Touchdown, New England. Man, our secondary is just not looking up to par this year. You know, it's pretty funny how New England has had such long drives, whereas we just had 2 plays, just like that, and ended in the same amount of points as the Patriots last drive. I really see no reason to change it up that much. I want to keep the big personnel on the field, and I want to keep running the ball, especially when they're coming at us with these wide 9s, like, and these double 3s. Look at how much space is available. I'm just going to change it up and run duo instead. Just give it to Genty. Get him going downhill. Make your cut, Ashton. There we go. Spillane just misses, and Genty out to the 43, already closing in on 100 yards. That will be the end of the first quarter. I want to try and put together a drive that takes a little bit of time. Defense has been on the field a lot. Obviously, the first offensive drive was very, very quick. I want to give the defense a little bit of a break, so we're going to try and slow things down just a hair while still being aggressive. New England's still sticking in their too high look here. I'm going to go ahead. We're going to read this pure progression on the left side. Just see what opens up. It's Trey Tucker over the middle. Takes a big hit, but he's able to pick up 8. This is just the world you want to live in. I mean, you pick up 8 with a simple little first down throw. Puts you in a great situation for second. And now they bring the safety up. And we're going to try and see if we can hit Parker Griffin on this cross. It is against Christian Gonzalez, so it's a tough matchup to win. Lots of pressure, and Dale Burton is sacked by Harold Landry. We kept extra guys in the block, but Landry just won. Before we could even get the play fake off, Brock Bowers had to block Landry. That was just bad. So now a really bad situation to be in against this Patriots defense, because this is where their secondary can really win. We're going to go ahead. We're going to have our options here against single high. I like my access throw. Give me time to hit Trey Tucker. Hit him. And we do. Nice sure hands by Tucker. Just float the ball out there. It was cover 1. I'm expecting lots of man from the Patriots today. Not surprised we got it there, but we get the first down. More single high here for New England, and we're going to get a false start from Steve Holloway. It's going to back us up, make it 2nd and 14. We're going to try and set up a screen here on 2nd down. Get some of the easy yardage back. Griffin with the motion. Oh, we got to get rid of this fast. Just get it to Genty. Find your hole, Ashton. Nice move, Ashton. Genty. Oh, he lost the ball. I think he's down, but man, a great move. I think we're down. I hope we're down. It looked like we were down. Please don't tell me this is another turnover. We kept the ball in our possession against KC. Yeah, we're down. That's down. That's our ball. All right, everyone. Crisis averted. Don't worry. 3rd down and 4. Ray Davis in the game. Now, we ran this split zone action for the touchdown here. This time we're actually going to throw it. Let's see if Bowers can win. Jeez, Baron Browning just rounds the corner. Was not fooled by Burton's play fake whatsoever. We have to throw the ball early. Bowers is open. I mean, there it is. It's there. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. But Browning, he's just kind of a heat-seeking missile right to Burton. It would have been really close to if Bowers could have beat Gonzalez to the corner. But we don't even get the chance to. Slight wind blowing left to right, and A.J. Marks drills the 52-yard field goal. All right, so defense back on the field. I mean, what do we really do here, guys? I felt like that we were in position just multiple times, and bad coverage is really just the thing that's doing it to us. We have this stack look again. I'm going to play it out of penny this time. We're still going to pound her. So let's play cover one behind it. It'll be a handoff to Henderson. He's going to try and bounce it outside. We come down quickly. Darian Porter making a tackle. It's his third tackle of the day. I don't think he's too happy about having to make all these tackles, but he is doing his part for the team. And another tight look. We're going to go ahead. We're going to try and get a rotation here with a two-man pressure. Pass just out way too fast. Not able to get out there. Mooney breaking tackles. Guys, can we bring him down? Oh my goodness. I despise our defense. This is disgusting. Made a throw. Wide open. What in the world? Man, I was calling palms and I didn't get out fast enough with Hicks. And they hit the whole shot. I was just so unprepared. They were just going to set... That was a corner route, and May just threw it so fast. All right, we're running fire zone here. From a loaded look, I got Drew Sanders, likely going to be matched up on Ashton Sarah. Made a throw. He throws short. He's got a man. That's Henderson. He breaks a tackle. Breaks another tackle, just running over Terrell Carey. Even when we have a good call, I don't know what Alohi Gilman's doing. He just sits there. He sits there and allows for this pass to be completed. I mean, this is just way too slow reacting to this route. This is what the smash call was made for. But look at how slow Gilman is. And then, of course, from a standstill, Henderson's able to break the tackle. And this is just pathetic. It's pathetic tackling all around. First down, handoff to Ramondre Stevenson. This time, C.J. Clayton flies downhill and is able to make the tackle. They're going to go ahead and go with the chips look once again. I mean, it's simple, guys. We got to get pressure here if we want to defeat this look. So we're going to come up, mug the line once again. CJ Hicks versus Ashton Sarah. CJ, I'm begging you. We're going to play right in the middle here with CJ Clayton. More like a cover one. Made a throw, steps up to the corner of the end zone over the head of Kyle Williams. We'll get 3rd and 9. I just want to play cover 3 and protect the sticks. We're going to stunt it up. See if the pass rush can win and get home. Spread these linebackers out. Middle of the field will be a little bit open, but that's what Clayton's for. Shift the linebackers over with the motion. Made a throw. Has time. Throws. It's caught. That's Mooney's right there at the sticks, but shy. 4th and 1. CJ Hicks comes up, helps make the tackle along with Terrell Carey, but New England, they're going to go for it. We're going to go ahead and get right in these receivers' faces. We're prepared for the run. It is a handoff. Henderson, he gets it. Picks up the first down. And CJ Hicks definitely dealing with a bit of wear and tear. -9 speed. Dude, he can't be playing that slow. He's at 81 speed right now. That is really, really, really slow. He can stay in now because they're so close to the end zone. That ball, that's a fumble! Oh my goodness! That pressure got in so fast. Tommy Donaldson, I think, is going to get credited with a sack. They were trying to set up another screen. I mean, I think that's a forward pass. That ball appears to be going forward. The Patriots and Raiders have some history with this, but okay. Very interesting play here. 2nd and goal. Chips look again. Another screen being set up. This one to Sarah. Gilman brings him down. Now, 3rd and goal from the 12. I mean, this is a really, really simple situation, guys. We're going to play cover 2 and we're going to protect the sticks. There is nothing else that we should be doing. We just have to protect the sticks. We have to make sure. Let's take Chauncey Cherry, mid-read on 3. Make sure we don't get beat over the top. Made a throw. Underneath. It's caught. We rally. There we go. 2-minute warning. We will have our chance to get some points. Defense gets itself off the field. That's good. And we get some good starting field position as we come out for the 2-minute drill. Now, we get the ball to start the second half. So any points here are good points. But a touchdown makes me feel really, really good, because then we have the opportunity to get that 2-for-1 to start the second half. Looks like we're getting maybe a cover 6 here from New England with Spillane out as the apex here. We're going to go ahead and just read this out. Burton, we got to step up, make our throw. Jeez, quick reaction from Marte Mapu. I thought Bowers was going to be open. It was 3 Cloud. Okay, so I thought maybe it would be 3 Cloud, but because of the alignment of Spillane, I didn't think so because he was inside of the receiver. This is press man. This is press man all the way. Look at the alignment here. We're going to go ahead and motion Genty in. Good thing we have mesh as a check. But this is where we got to win against New England. And look who wins. Josh Mann wide open. First down and more. Crossing midfield. We can huddle. Yeah, we can huddle. But I got the no huddle call in too fast. Okay, well, I tried. Really light box here. Really light box here. May have pressure from the slot off the right side. So we're gonna run outside zone. We're gonna have to take it outside. We may not have our cutback. Just be aware of that. Give it to Genty. Spillane there, but Spillane is slow. Ashton Genty able to get something. Picks up 5. Gets out of bounds. One thing about Genty, he's not that fast, but Robert Spillane isn't either. And it appears that Genty was just fast enough to get to the corner. So here we go. This load front leaves the entire left side open. I'm going to check into the QB draw with Dale Burton. Here we go. We get some good blocks from the O-line. Burton takes a shot. We will call our first timeout here. Recoup and try and pick this up. 3rd and inches. Here we go. Beef on beef. Give it to Ashton Genty. He picks up the first down. 1 yard shy of 100 on the day. We have time. I'm going to go ahead and get us into a bootleg here. I want to hit Trey Tucker. Depends how aggressive that flat defender is. We have Burton rolling. Can we make this throw to Josh? Man, it's in and out of his hands. We still have tons of time with 2 timeouts. I feel pretty good. We're going to go ahead and run some more mesh. Looks like we may have quarters. However, so I'm actually going to check into this cross play. And I want to see, can we open up the post to Parker Griffin? Does not appear so. Burton, we're stepping up, breaks away. Dale Burton slides, first down. So that's going to give us the opportunity to spike. Broken sack from Dale Burton. He escaped Milton Williams. We'll get this spike off with 33 seconds left. There's those improviser upgrades for Burton finally revealing themselves to be beneficial. 3rd and 10 against New England. This is just not the situation that we can be in right now. Ray Davis in the game. They're going straight man across the field. We're going to have to win. We have to get a win here. I'm going to put Tucker on a fade, try and clear him out. Really, I'm trying to look at this rub between Bowers and Davis. Possibly Josh Mann if we can get it. Davis hit him. Nice throw, Dale Burton. Ray Davis gets out of bounds. We still keep the 2 timeouts. We're at the 10 or the 11, mind you. Look at all the space here on the left side. We're going to set up tight end screen. Back to Josh Mann. I'm hoping that all these offensive linemen out here can give us some help. Screen it. Man, give me 1 block. Colton Miller, thank you, Josh Mann. That is career touchdown number 1 for our freak athlete. Perfect 2-minute drill. We go down the field. We get points. We leave New England with very little time, and we're getting the ball to start the second half. See, I can run the chips look too, guys. They come out with this load front, and then they're sending the nickel also. So I just checked into the screen because we already have numbers out here. Let's get some linemen going also. All we need to do is get Harold Landry out, and this is a great job by Josh Mann actually feigning the block. And once he does that and Landry gets past, there's nothing here. We need 1 block from Jackson Powers Johnson on Christian Gonzalez. He does that, puts Gonzalez on his butt. Colton Miller gets down the field, And we obviously know how good of an athlete Josh Mann is. He is able to get into the end zone. Okay, halftime, 17-13. My mood here is pretty neutral. I will feel a lot better depending on how the second half drive goes. But offensively, I think we're able to do whatever we want. We're throwing the ball pretty well. Now, when New England goes man, obviously with how good that secondary is, it's really, really tough to beat the man coverage shootout in the Dallas and New York game. But we're able to run the ball really well. We just weren't in a situation where we could run the ball that much in the first half. I think that we are now. We are in control. We have the lead. We're going to try and go down the field, get some more points. Denver beats the Ravens, and they are knocked down to 0-5. Defensively, though, this is where things could get weird, and New England can stick around because our secondary is just not proving to be capable enough of sticking with any type of receivers. I mean, it's particularly Terrell Carey, who's really, really struggling right now. I think that CJ Hicks playing at safety is okay. I think Mekhi Blackman's been pretty good in the slot. I would like to see some more pressure. Derek Hall, I would expect to be winning a bit more against Josh Jones, but he's not. So maybe we need to dial up some more blitzing, get to May a little bit more. He's felt a little bit too comfortable in the pocket, so I might start dialing up some man pressure instead of some zone pressure, and we'll see what that does. But overall, I feel okay. I'm not going to feel too high until we see how this first drive of the second half goes. Keep the big boys on the field. First play of the second half, we're going power. Give it to Genty. I missed my hole. I got too jittery, and I missed my hole. 2nd and 9, some kind of too high, but they are mugging the line. Let's see, do we get any kind of quick rotation? We do not. We throw it, hit Jalen Richards, and make it 3rd down and 5. So kind of everything available to us now. We are going to get single high. So I like reading this curl flat here. On the left side, motion man out. See if we can pull, get a little bit of a stretch. That leaves the middle open. Burton, we're going to run for it, and he gets the first down. And it looks like Genty, he has not taken a snap since the start of the second half. I think that wear and tear might be getting to him a little bit here. But Ray Davis is in. Mugged up linebacker Marte Mapu has a converted safety going against Steve Holloway. We should be able to win this. But Robert Spillane wins even faster. Just detonates Davis. And now we got 3rd and 10. Looks like man-to-man. We're going to go ahead. We get movement. Landry jumps across. So it'll be 3rd and 5 now. I would still anticipate man. And look what we're getting. We're getting man-to-man coverage right now. I'm going to put Bowers on a fade. But this is man. We know who has to win. It's Tucker. It's Griffin. Maybe Ray Davis on the wheel. We'll peek it. See what opens up. Hit him. Trey Tucker, little bit of a pick. It works. Ray Davis on his butt, but Spillane, he takes out all of his anger on Davis. Trey Tucker, though, able to get the first down. When we know man is coming, then it's a lot easier to defeat. You know, yes, the Patriots are very good at man coverage, but we got concepts to work for it. RPO now, we'll read the slot, see what he does. He kind of just stands there. I decide to throw it. Parker Griffin, look at the athlete go. Inside the 10, down to the 7. I really hesitated on this, probably more than I should have. Carlton Davis, he kind of just stands there, and something about it just said throw it. You know, sometimes you just have these feelings and you just gotta roll with it. Sometimes Parker Griffin definitely out athletes Carlton Davis. A bit of a poor pursuit angle, and Griffin able to use that 4.34 speed to get down to the 7. Davis now checks out. Braylon Allen into the game. 2nd and goal. We're going play fake. New England, they're bringing pressure. Hit Josh Mann. Round the corner, big fella. It's a 2-touchdown game. Struts his stuff into the end zone. New England, they got a little bit of pressure in, but Dale Burton able to resist the pressure make the throw. Nice job. And Josh, man, what an athlete he is. Able to pull away from Marte Mapu and Craig Woodson. They had 2 guys on him, and they couldn't cover him. And we are now up by 2 scores. All right, guys, it's the first defensive drive of the second half. So you know what that means. Reset the linebacker depth chart. Get Cody Barton off the field. But remember what I was saying. I'll tell you how I feel once I see how this first drive goes. Well, I feel pretty good now. And we get the tight look for New England. We're going to go ahead. Go man. We're going to blitz Sergio Matias right through the middle. Play fake for May. And dude, we can't cover these routes. They already ran that play action once. And the out route killed us. They do it again. And it's still the out route. Running stump to the trips. May throws underneath. Just way too much open space underneath. Just CPU is able to be so fast throwing underneath. It just feels like you have to shade underneath or you're just going to give it up. And it's just something that you just have to deal with. Tight look again. This time, it's a play fake. Wide open is Pop Douglas. He fooled me, that's for sure. Great play fake from May. He fooled everyone. And New England's moving. But we have stood tall in the red zone. That is kind of the one saving grace. We've stood tall in the red zone. Patriots going big here. It's a handoff. Nice job, CJ Hicks. Takes on the fullback and wins. I think safety might be a little bit more natural for him, guys. I don't know. But we get another trips look. I'm kind of running out of ideas for what we can do. We're going to play half quarter, press the backside. Quick throw out. Nice job, Chauncey Cherry, the one guy that can keep up with Henderson in coverage. We get 3rd and 14. I'm going to go ahead. We're going to get the extra DB on the field. This kind of situation, it's protect the sticks once again. Protect the sticks and just... Oh, I didn't get my call in. I'm going to call my timeout. I'm going to call timeout. I was too busy trying to pick a stunt that I didn't get my actual call in. So I'm going to take a timeout. It's okay. Made a throw. He has time. Steps up over the middle. It's caught by Pop Douglas. He gets the first down. Guys, come on. Well, first down, New England. Wouldn't you know. Now inside the 10. Or down to the 14. Inside the 15, rather. Made a throw. Steps up. Has time. Throws. It's caught. Caught for a touchdown. Kyle Williams. Oh my God. This defense, dude, it's just so bad. How do we give up so many 3rd and longs? New England will go for 2. They're going to try and make this a field goal game here. Motion from Williams. They hand it off to him. Derek Hall's there. It's a 5-point game, which it does help us a little bit because a field goal makes it 8 points. But not too much of an impact here. So we still need to keep on scoring touchdowns if we want to be up by 2 scores. I feel good, though, back on offense. Just keep the defense off the field, man. They're so pathetically bad. Single high look. We're going to go ahead, run spot. It might be man. Be prepared to rip this corner route, depending on what happens. It is man, but we're going to try and hit Trey Tucker instead. The ball's a little bit in front of him. Josh Man didn't win against the man coverage, so we had to go somewhere else. In this case, 2nd down, we're going to go ahead and run a zone read. It'll be a handoff to Genty. We'll get some nice yardage. Ashton Genty picks up 8, makes it 3rd and 2. Genty now officially over 100 yards, I believe for the first time this season. Now it's our turn to bring out the 3 tight ends. Darnell Washington on the field. I'm going to motion him back over. Make sure we seal off Baron Browning. Nothing stupid happens here. Give it to Genty. Right up the middle. Nice job. Give me a block, Brock Bowers. Genty across midfield. If we can take time and just run the ball, that would be ideal. But we're going to go ahead and set up a play action shot here. I like this to Parker Griffin if we get quarters. We get some movement on the backside. That's okay. Oh, we got it. We got it. This is our chance. Going downfield. Parker Griffin, no! Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. We took our shot, and we couldn't get it. Gonzalez pulling away from everyone. Past midfield. This is the chance that New England needed. Oh, boy. We had it. That was our one-on-one. Yeah, it's Christian Gonzalez, but Parker Griffin, he's the athlete that I would trust, but Gonzalez is able to jump and make the catch. It's a bit underthrown from Burton. Oh my god, and New England's right back in the game. Alright, this time I'm aware that I'm playing palms. So if 2 goes out, we got to get over. 2 does not go out. It's another screen to Henderson. Nice job by the defense. They're running so many of these screens. That should be the end of the third quarter. We might get one more snap here. Let's see. Just be prepared, guys. 2 seconds. 1. No, that is the end of the third quarter. I need this defense to step up and give us something after that turnover. I don't feel bad about it. It's not a bad interception. You know, that's a throw I'm going to take every single time, regardless of who the corner is. Because we got some kind of quarters look there. I'm going to take that throw every single time. Just unfortunate that we couldn't haul it in. But 2nd and 10. We're going to go ahead, run quarter, half. Made a throw. He's just sending everyone down the field. It's jumped down to Henderson. Sanders able to get there. Brings up 3rd and 2. We did get May on his back, but he's getting the ball out just so fast right now. Big 3rd down here. I would love a stop if we could get it. May, he's going to throw. In trouble. Sacked! Taken down! Chauncey Cherry on the rush. That's the first time that we've sent the linebackers in full-on cover 0, and Cherry just uses that blazing speed to run right through the A-gap. Punt is away. This looks to be a really good one. We're not going to try and return. It's out of bounds at the 6. And guys, I think you know what the game plan is. It's going to be a big dosage of number 2. He's fresh. He's ready to go. I see no reason why Ashton Jeanty can't take us home in this game. There's a lot of yardage for us to chew up here. But I'm actually going to go play fake. I think this is man. And we could have Brock Bowers on this zig route. Oh, let's wait. Trey Tucker, he clears open. We throw it to him. Another tough catch for Tucker. It was man. He was able to win off of the dig route. And we get the first down. We get out of the shadow of our own end zone. We're going to run outside zone, more double threes. We have to cut this inside really, really quickly, Jeanty. Let's see. We give it to him. We get some blocks. Oh, but a good tackle from Mekhi Blackman. That's not Mekhi Blackman. That's Julian Blackman. Would have been something if Mekhi Blackman was playing on both teams, wouldn't it? We still get 4, though. I almost called the same shot play again because I love that play. Really unfortunate that we couldn't get it, though. I mean, look at all the space out here around split zone. Look at all this. Give it to Jeanty. Go up the field. Just power ahead, young guy. Pick up 4. 3rd and 2. Just a absolutely monumental 3rd down and very, very short. And I'm going to play fake this. They're loading the box. They are coming. They're coming after Burton. Just lob it out there. Hit Brock Bowers. Good thing we lobbed it because we had a little bit of contact. If we didn't lob it and we just tried to rip it on a timing throw, that was going to be incomplete. Good productive plays. We get movement. We get a free play. Take our shot. Griffin. Oh, he caught it! Mosses Christian Gonzalez on the free play. We will decline the penalty. found my deepest route. We didn't really have a deep route, but I knew that we had that corner from Griffin. We take it and we win. I'm expecting New England to start getting a bit desperate as we're in field goal range. We're going to try and set up a screen. I'm anticipating blitz. Let's see. Get it back. Brock Bowers in the middle of the field. Bowers able to get 6 down to the 30. And you know what, guys? I'm not going to overcomplicate it. We're going to go ahead and sneak it. Bring the extra offensive lineman on the field. That's fine. But we're just going to go ahead, sneak it ahead. Dale Burton, can we get a yard? We do. There's an injury timeout on the field that is for Julian Blackman. But we're now under 5 minutes. Like, what is this box? What are they doing? We're just going to read Spillane. What does he do? Make him wrong. He comes. Throw it to Bowers. Not able to break a tackle. We'll have a big 3rd and 9 as we go under 4 minutes. I feel pretty good. We have middle field open. Clock is a problem now for New England. We're going to peek Josh Mann. Is it there? Rip it. Come on, man. Yes! Great grab with Gonzalez all over him. But middle of the field was open. We trusted the throw. Burton fits it in there. Wow. That is a true tight window throw. There's a double bracket on Trey Tucker. He wins on the dig. That might be actually the easier throw, but when the middle field's open, that's when we put the tight end on the post, right? It's that kind of option route that we have. Ooh, just fitted it. That's a bit less of a tight window throw now that I see it. It looked tighter when they were showing it from this angle, but still, with Christian Gonzalez all over him, Josh Mann able to win. Clock running down. We're below 3 minutes. We're going to keep on handing it to Ashton Genty. Get up the field. Oh, he's in. Touchdown. Terrible angle from Julian Blackman. Genty able to run it in. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the day. And that should put this game just about on ice, provided that New England does not score too quickly. So here we go. Situation that we want to be in. Obvious passing situation for New England. We're going to go ahead, bring that rush package onto the field. Widen the defensive line, stunt it up, made a throw. He sends route down the field, picked off! Terrell Carey steals it away from Pop Douglas. Touchdown, Raiders! We ran half quarter. We got the press man, and Terrell Carey the ball a little bit behind Pop Douglas, able to steal it away. Right place, right time. We get our first pick of the year. Terrell Carey's first career interception. Let's take a look at this again. He's just stride for stride with Douglas. Doesn't even see the ball. Oh, that feels good after he's been picked on all game. Oh, it's picked off again. Darian Porter this time, able to steal it away. 2 picks in the 4th quarter for the Raiders. That is going to end things here in Foxborough. And the Las Vegas Raiders start the 2027 season 4-1. You know what? Props to the defense. I called them out. I said I wanted to see how they played. Bit of a frustrating first half. Well, guess what? They allow 1 touchdown the entire second half, get 2 interceptions, score some points. They really helped us out after the interception. It was a great game by the defense in the second half. The offense just did enough, right? It wasn't going to be a flashy game with how good New England's secondary is. We ran the ball extremely well, though. The pick was unfortunate, but I'll take that chance every time I can get it. Just a great team win, and I'm so happy the defense came to play. Really efficient day for Dale Burton. His stat line would look really good without that interception. Man, if we were just able to complete that post to Parker Griffin, we had it. But all in all, still a very good day for Burton. Ran the ball very well. I thought Genty would have more carries than he finished with. I'm really impressed with how we're able to use Burton as a scrambler when the play breaks down. Receiving wise, big game for Josh Mann. We do a good job of spraying the ball around. I mean, we're still a run-first offense, so we're not going to have like these big explosive games. You may be thinking, oh, you want Brock Bowers to have more than 3 catches. Yeah, you do. You want Parker Griffin to have more than 2 receptions. Yes, I agree. But in games like this, against an elite secondary, it's just not going to happen. Defensively, Chauncey Cherry's a stud. I mean, this guy's going to be the front runner for Defensive Rookie of the Year. I think he gets a ton of tackles. He adds a TFL, gets a sack. The 2 picks, awesome to see. We finally broke up some passes. I thought CJ Hicks at safety looked pretty solid. I feel very comfortable with him continuing to play there. And I think our safety rotation did okay. Hicks had 8 tackles, Clayton had 5, Gilman had 5, so we got a nice little rotation of those 3. I think that's how I want to roll with our safety room for the rest of the year. One upgrade point for Terry Weary coming out of this game. We're going to go ahead and put it into Agile, see if we can get that pass block finesse a little bit better. And we do. Nice little upgrade here for Weary, the reigning offensive lineman of the year. One thing that I totally forgot to mention is that Parker Griffin did get his dev trait revealed. We did know that he had at least superstar. Turns out that is exactly what it is. Now, for abilities, he doesn't have many good ones to start, but I actually think that this steamroller ability is pretty good for him, right? He's a big receiver, physical guy. Ball carriers with this ability retain more of their momentum during tackles while traveling at high speed. I think that's a good one to start with him. Really, I think that his abilities that I'm going to build towards, probably honorary lineman, right? Because he is such a good blocker. Then I would go with Bruiser to give him more powerful truck and stiff arm animations. This also coincides with the run over and strong arm trait, that he is more prone to use those moves. And then for the final ability, I probably am not looking at something like a route tech or anything like that. I really kind of like the idea of the mid-in elite. We've thrown him a lot of dig routes so far. I think that's kind of his route. Maybe something like matchup nightmare, but he's not going to be covered by linebackers and linemen all that often. But let me know what ratings you think you'd put on Parker Griffin. I want to keep on building kind of that physical approach to him, but we're still a little bit of a ways away from seeing those abilities be unlocked anyways. And let's go ahead and take a look at the weekly recap. For our game, we're going to see Terrell Carey's pick 6. Good to see this play happening one more time. We take down New England, winning by 19. Let's go ahead, see what some of the other games around the league turned out to be. We already know that the Ravens lost. 3-1 Dolphins, 4-0 Steelers. A great start for these two teams. A high stakes matchup here. Handoff to the running back for Pittsburgh. We get a little bit of juking, and the Steelers, with Shelton's touchdown, are able to take down the Dolphins 31-10. Big win for Pittsburgh. And then Dallas against the Giants. We saw this one during the halftime report. The Cowboys end up winning in a shootout. This is the same exact play that we saw. The Javonte Williams scamper after the catch. 42-34. Cowboys take down Al Reese and the Giants. Jamarcus Russell and his 97% approval rating will say that is going to be it for this episode. I hope that you enjoyed. We were able to come away in this episode 3-0 with some big wins. We swept Kansas City, feel really good about how the division race is going to be going for us. We're keeping pace with Denver. Obviously, they won. They're going to be 4-1. Let me know what you thought of this video. We're going to start getting into our NFC schedule. We get to take on the Packers and the Lions, so the NFC North in back-to-back weeks. But everybody, that's going to do it. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, like the video, subscribe if you are new. Also, for those of you who watch Chalk Talk, give me some ideas for what you want to see in the next Chalk Talk. I do have a couple of things cooking, but I'm open to any and all suggestions. I definitely want you to feel that your voice is heard. Once again, everybody, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you again in the next episode of the Raiders franchise. Take care.